Yeah.
Let's do it. We're up.
Yes.
We're good.
Hurry, live stream.
Got it.
Yay.
It's fine.
Is that It's Always Sunny reference?
No, it's the Crow.
Oh, the Crow. That's right. Okay, cool. Oh gosh, it's good to see you guys.
Absolutely.
Taking a week off sucks. But hey, I'm glad that Calvin had to do a one-shot, which is pretty amazing with you folks. And as well as Calvin has a new game, Ether Flux.
Yeah.
Which is, by initial reportings, has been amazing.
I mean, can we just get a cameo of your character?
Oh, you just put a slight.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Chicory key.
Oh, God. Yes.
Yeah.
That voice.
Eric Cochran, pilot. How you doing?
Good at it. He's ridiculously good at it.
Yes.
Watch it.
Call me
You
Marcus.
need to. Yeah. That
Still
whole
going
episode
up?
is already made.
Still going up? An hour space or something.
Oh, you did that?
Dude, there were several times where we broke hard.
There were so many good moments. You're gonna have to watch it.
Okay.
So, that's going to be something worthwhile to watch. Also on our channel for all you followers. We have 51 followers. Do you guys know that?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
That's awesome. Go 51.
Yeah.
Are we influencers yet?
Sure, why
We're
not?
51 people here.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are great. We love you. Okay. Other announcements, other things. I don't know. I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Right.
So, last time you guys you were still in the Underdark with the passage, wandering through the passageways with Builka Sever. After you encountered the Drow and Severin, you saw Severin hand off some medicine to a Drow who was yet unnamed in exchange for weapons. When you did stage a collapse of a tunnel, had lots of sounds. The Drow ran off. The humans and Severin tried to run off as well, but you managed to subdue them, and Snow managed to, blizzard them to oblivion. You then captured Severin and interrogated him for quite a while under the Zone of Truth, where you learned lots of interesting things about his role here and his missions and what is currently happening with Esmeralda and the invading forces and some sort of intrigue with the royalty of Cliffnall. And after that, you guys ventured forward to try to meet Wayne, which has been hopefully to ease Tyrion's pain of torment, so to speak. Maybe that she could help. And you encountered two Fomorians who were feasting on what looked to be a large bison-y kind of figure, known as an auroch. Cleaning the bones, picking their teeth. You guys dispatched the first one handily. The other one had Crown of Madness, thanks to Ender. And yeah, then he finally tried to run away, and you guys subdued him and killed him. You managed to spend an evening in the caverns of, tucked away in a corner with the tiny hut. And after that, you had a collective dream. Well, mostly collective dream. Some people didn't really participate. Where you had an encounter as generals leading large armies that ran the length of the horizon, running at each other. But before that, you had a little parley, or like attempted parley, if I understand.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Is it like kind of like when the news or the anchorman went to battle and they said no messing with the hair kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We tried, but it
I
immediately
report that
went
I
to
tried to do the
trials.
whole era going, let the Lord of the with the Dark Lord conform, so justice may be conformed upon him.
Yeah.
And they just the whole army moved. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
work.
Finally, justice
And
visited
suddenly,
upon
out of
them.
nowhere, there was a ring of fire and a dragon landing, and on Esmeralda riding atop this massive adult red dragon, which managed to knock out Tyrael and Alvin Allgood, but you guys did bring them back, and the whole party managed to survive and dispatch this red dragon, only to be resurrected by Esmeralda's necromantic energy, to claw forth and then just kill you guys with a dream.
Yeah, it's all dream. Jazz hands.
Yeah. But it was an interesting insight into Tuzard's anxieties and his thoughts and his frame of mind at the time. as to what he was thinking and imagining and his fears. So apparently, no more sleeping with the mind link on. Yes, and we are picking up right there. You guys have woken up from a mostly restful night's sleep. Yeah.
Ned's just gonna give Toolard a big hug and kind of pat his shoulder while he's sitting there. Like, he's okay, buddy. Just a little bit. She's trying not to be pandering, but she's totally being like pandering. Just to comfort you from your ill ease about all the stuff we're doing.
Okay, other folks?
I'm just happy you guys didn't get Andrew's dreams transplanted.
I don't think we could air that.
His seduction on the red dragon did not go well.
Suddenly turns Yeah. Okay, so the cavern around you is cold. It is still dank. Buick is sitting on a stone, looking at his fingernails, just waiting for you guys to rise. And the passageways up to the north is kind of, it's about 10 feet wide, maybe 15 feet wide. But there is the larger passageway, which is much larger and carved, maybe 30 to 25 feet. I did it backwards anyway. And it also descends downwards. And Buick looks at you guys. After we'll dispatch all these giants, I mean, are you set? I mean, we have to go that way, but I am in no hurry.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I believe that's the right. Yes, we are good to go. That's the next thing.
Okay. So, where are we? So as you...
Oh, check on the prisoners.
Okay. Make a perception check.
16.
Okay. So they're both still bound and gagged and naked. Except for, no, Severin's naked. The other guy still has clothes on.
Because we want to keep him that way because he's being a bit of a jerk.
But
Shame him.
they look a little malnourished and tired. But other than that, they're fine.
Feed them? Hydrate them?
I got this. Ned takes out the oldest of her beef jerky stash. and she kind of cracks it up a little bit for them.
For the oldest of the beef jerkies.
Yay! Inspiration!
Can't waste it. Gotta use it up.
It's about time I used it, you know? It's reaching the end of its shelf life by like too much.
I mean,
By already.
Oh, yes, exactly. It's the same thing in
how-
Ned's mind.
how gangrenous is this beef jerky?
Oh, it's still mostly like pinkish,
Yeah.
you know?
It's jerky.
Nothing's green on it. It's fine. It's not gonna make them sick. It's food. It's just gonna be really crunchy. Like, I don't know if you've ever had stale beef jerky, but it's
Oh, yeah.
really hard to eat.
This is really upsetting Thurkir. Really gross.
It's quite normal.
Not only cooked, but old.
Old and cooked.
Okay. So you feed them some jerky, take out their gags, they're just kind of grumbly eating. They're not happy, but they're thankful you were giving them some sustenance.
Mm.
It's Sever kind of looks like you're still
So's your mom.
You get him if you want.
Just that thing hurt, damage him. Just like
Well, roll a d4.
1.
Well, you do 1 damage to Sever.
Ned's gonna mold earth
Okay.
and just throw a couple tiny little grains of sand in his mouth too. You know when you like bite down on like sand that's in
Yeah.
a salad or something? Oh, take that.
Sand and salad?
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Like,
Sand
if you
and
don't
any
clean
kind
it
of
good
food
enough.
really
Well, yeah,
sucks.
but
Well, like
Put it in
anything that
salads.
grows in
it
the
sounds like
they
one
grow
of your.
lettuce in the sand.
That's
sometimes-
true.
Sometimes if you don't wash it well enough, you get a grain or two.
It sounded like roast beef.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
you
Sam-
don't know what I was just
Thieves
saying.
can't.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Okay, so the prisoners, you stand them up, you get them moving, and I guess you're making your way through the tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to like carry, like, kind of lead the prisoners, and you guys scout forward, or?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Third gear would definitely want to be.
Okay.
And you
up
scout
front.
Yeah, marching order.
If you guys don't need me, I'm gonna hang back.
Oh, you want to keep an
Okay.
eye on the?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Yes.
Snow will be behind the tanks.
Well, the tank. The other tank's up ahead.
Sneaky tank.
Sneak tank.
There's
I'll
only
be-
one tank.
I'll be hanging out with Mr. Fireball here.
Mr. Fireball.
Why would you say that?
Okay. So are we doing the separate
Is
groups
Alvin
again?
coming with us? Up
It's
front?
okay.
I'll play midfield.
Yeah, I'm midfield too, and midfield defensive. Then.
Okay.
Oh no, I was gonna.
Alvin, are you going to do stealth group with us or no?
Yeah, yeah,
Me and Ned are stealth scouts.
yeah. Hopefully.
No, yeah. Actually, I had a character. I had meant to talk strategy with you guys at some point, but I forgot before.
We can talk strategy while we're walking.
Okay. You do have some time. It's
Yeah.
gonna take it's gonna take a little while to actually march through the caverns to get there. You can feel free to use this as some talk time.
Okay, so
All through Mineland, correct?
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. First
got
thing in the
prisoners.
morning, that comes back up.
some of the trouble we get into is we get too separated out in battle. Now I understand the Clothies wanting to stay back because I would prefer to stay back too, but okay, I can't. So usually what we have is you two guys having a competition to see who's the more awesome. Let's stop doing that.
What?
Yes. Put your egos aside. All right. All right. So let's say we've got baddies. Okay. And yeah, where are the minis? Okay. Oh, come on.
This one done.
That's only +2.
I don't know how I do this over mind link, but okay.
Because you're envisioning it, describing it quite perfectly.
Which one is you?
Okay,
That's you.
Some shield guy.
Okay.
There he is.
All right. You two guys tend to face tank. That's what we understand. All right.
That's right. I mean, that's what I do
Uh,
a bit.
who else do we have here? I don't know who's who here.
Oh, here's me. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I took one out.
Hey.
I'm
Who's this
helping.
guy?
That'll be me.
That's you.
I don't have my mini with me.
Okay. Got that. Alvin is that Alvin?
Yep.
Alright.
Topless little dwarf guy.
Chipmunk Dale dancing.
Oh, gee.
Druid dancing.
Well, he turns into a chipmunk.
Yeah, he
yeah,
dances. You got it.
Oh, so this. Wait, why am I off to the side like that?
Because
Excellent.
you're a spike damage person.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna move. We want you on the periphery. We want you darting in and out. Okay, so you two guys, when you go up to attack the same guy because you're gonna do so much damage. You're probably gonna kill him the first round, right? The more we kill, the faster, the better it is.
He's so fast, so.
Well, move together. Okay.
Right, just to be clear though. But I can only go so fast.
Yeah.
Can he ride on you?
No, I'm way
That'd be so cool.
would be like a surfboard.
We
or
probably
something,
could
but
actually.
No,
How much do you weigh?
A lot. I'm not even sure, but I know it's like, I mean, this and this. It's bigger than all three of you.
Third gear is
To the
used to
little ones.
carrying you.
And snow.
What did you say to me? What'd you just say to me?
Wow.
Oh, guess who don't get that shield buff? Yeah, we'll take the same guy that.
Yeah.
And Snow, step in here. I know you're a great tactician. All right. So second line here, Andrew and Alvin, right? Because Alvin, you can wild shape and tank if you need to, right? Okay, he's not there.
He is missing.
I see a window.
I think his
I don't see his
cat
head.
like flew across the screen.
Uh-oh. It's cat wrangling.
All right. Well, this is kind of important. Right?
Well, just skip to the spell
Yeah, let's
class
go to the
first for
spell.
now, and
Yeah,
then
spell.
we'll talk about that rank.
These two. Okay, we got our 3 guys back here now. Tyrael, when you're not breathing brimstone out your nostrils, you have 2 options for you. You have your new monk abilities, and you have your old, looking for more of it abilities. Okay, so you're going to be back midfield, right? Probably most of your good damage right now is going to come from your spells, so that's probably where we're going to be. But we want you back here because you do have some martial ability.
Good old rear guard approach, yeah.
Yeah. Now our 2 Snow and 2 Zard, you're in the back, as always.
AoE and control.
Right, exactly. But the problem is this, okay, as the fight progresses, sometimes the front guys get spread out, okay, and we're all doing this. Well, you guys are still back here. Will you guys see a problem with that?
We're not getting hurt.
What if someone comes up from behind?
Right.
Well, it drops down from the ceiling.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
Okay, so if these guys, if some guys jump out from behind you, now we're maybe too far away to help you. So you do have to move up with us. We have to move forward as a group to a certain extent. Okay, so that midfield can come back and help. Okay, and we have some other movement options like Misty Step and Dimension Door and that sort of
Maybe
stuff.
but that's like, that's the poop use instead
Yeah,
of getting there
right.
to try to match up. So, Dano, I mean, third kid. So, listen, you're fast, but I take charge because I can take all the hits first. And I know you can take them too, but maybe I can deflect some off while you bite the bits off. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
So you think that probably in whatever we're doing, so Alvin, you missed that, right? Al, you there?
Should we hold on?
Sorry, I stepped away. My bubble timer went off, and I didn't want it to keep doing that.
Okay. So we're talking about strategy here. Our tanks are up front, third here, and Ronaldo. You and I are second line. Okay. Because we can both cast spells or get physical.
Yep.
Wild shape or whatnot. All right. So what we're going to try to do is concentrate. We're going to try to team focus on one enemy at a time as possible, right? So this situation is a very simple situation. We have 5 melee attackers, enemies. So that's easy. But it gets more complicated when we start having guys with bows or spells. Then we have to maybe control and AoE.
So what do we do if we're not just facing bad guys from one side? Like,
Well-
what if the wizards get attacked?
Right. So in this situation, we have to figure out what's the best approach. How strong is the threat behind us? Okay. If
If
it's
some material can come back and really kind of mess
Right.
with before we can get back there, good.
right, and I would definitely try to peel back, or Alvin would. You guys would have to hold the front line, but you probably after 1 or 2 rounds, you probably got one. You probably got one down, 1 or 2 guys.
Well, let's not forget Ned.
Right,
Ned is wicked mobile, right? So, like,
Yeah.
Ned could almost, correct me if I'm wrong, but get here pretty quickly if he had to.
I could dash and.
The other thing is I have Thunderstep.
Yeah.
And I could grab Snow.
Right.
And we'd be out of
Ooh.
there
Yeah.
leaving damage behind
So
us.
that's another idea. If we can't get to you, you guys
Get to us.
Yeah.
get to us in the middle. Whatever.
Now I'm prepared to never be able to use them.
I think in
so-
some I also think in some circumstances when we approach a doorway or a gate before enemies, maybe it's not always appropriate to just run and gun though. Maybe it's more appropriate to cast Blizzard or like Sleet Storm first to really like mix it up a bit, and then take our time to strategize and go
Right.
Are
around.
you guys being stealthy? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, we
I-
never rolled
I-
stealth checks,
I
but
didn't
yeah,
know
we
that.
did say that we were going to
Every
be a
time you
stealth
ask that
scout.
question to me, you know it's Ned.
Well, I know.
Do you want this
Just
stealth
a
scout
scout.
roll?
Let's do it.
All right.
29.
Did you guys want me to?
It's up to you. Do you want to?
Trace if we're being stealthy?
Oh no, you don't. Not to cast the spell, but do you want to be with the stealth scouts or do you want to stay back?
I'll go with the stealthy people.
All right, roll then.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, Ned didn't do good.
I'm gonna crawl on the ceiling.
Alright, man.
Like an alien.
Please stab somebody with your tail at one point in this game.
In
I
midfield
do
stuff,
get
I
to
got
bite
29.
people.
So you're a lizard crawling around on the walls and
13 for me.
ceiling.
Okay.
So
That's kind of my thing.
my point is move together.
Move
And
together.
that means sometimes
Snow
holding
from
action
God.
until we can all, especially if we have to retreat. We can't just like, oh, all the guys with initiative, they peace out and they leave behind other guys. Hold your action until those guys can move. Let them move, then we follow them in. Okay? So just a little bit of.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan, boss.
That seems like a good
Ned just called you boss.
boss.
Sounds like a good plan, boss.
Okay, stealth squad, make perception checks.
Oh,
I feel like I'm having fun.
Even midfield.
Perception check.
Still good.
Yeah, whoever's in front, make perception.
7.
You were really enjoying being on the wall.
20, dirty 20.
Okay.
In perspective.
Can't
for
see
us
you,
all.
but I can't see you.
As you guys are making your way through the tunnels, they are blinding. They get kind of narrow to it's one person per single file line, I should say. Yeah, and they're kind of like switchbacky, and the stones they get weirdly smooth. So it's like something over many years has washed over them. So you touch them, it's like touching a stone from under the ocean. And as you guys are making your way forward, you come to one of these larger open room where these 4, I guess, broken off, I guess, what's the word, stalagmites? Is that the one at the bottom?
Yeah, the tights hold
Stalagmites
tight.
and stalactites.
Okay, yeah. So there's these 4 large stalagmites that have been, their tips have been broken off, and they form like these kind of pedestals. And while the Thurkir and Ned are sneaking around, you are easily just like in the shadows, in your element, walking around, weaving. But you don't see what Ned sees. Even though when you were walking through these tunnels, you hit a little stone and make a little bit of noise. Not a lot, but you stop and look around.
I'm more perceptive because I've
Yeah.
messed up.
Yes.
And
you
you're
don't-
gonna die.
You don't really see. You see up in the corners of these rooms there are these sort of oblong openings. They're rectangular, maybe about 10 feet wide. Like 5 feet tall.
Oh.
Yeah, and you hear from those openings this kind of.
Oh no! All right. Does Ned recognize the sound at all?
Make an intelligence check.
Hey, I'm so good at those. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay.
Make it with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, that didn't help, but that's okay. That could have helped. 19.
Okay. This is a sound you've heard before, coming from as soon as you enter into these cavernous passageways leading from the town up through to Cliffnall, and it's the chittering sound of these giant spiders.
Oh, spiders! Spiders! Ned goes. That's just all over mine. Like you're gonna hear that. There's spiders!
You didn't mention the spiders.
He's not in the Bible.
That's what I think too.
Okay. I thought it was a given.
Oh,
We're on the ground. There's danger. Webs. Drow.
so what do we do?
And to be frank, we did not ask.
Alvin, are you up there with us?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna kind of hide behind you a little bit.
Fair enough.
So, do we just keep going? Because, I mean, it's the only way we got. And if so, I mean, we're gonna make noise. We've got prisoners. we've got me.
Let's go up together and then we can take care of them.
Yeah, how far ahead is the advanced party?
How far do you guys separate yourselves?
Say 30 feet, right, to get a good
40 feet. I mean, sound travels quite a ways, so we know you're not going to be stealthy. So we would probably be at least 40 feet up.
Okay.
I mean, that's like from here to
Yeah.
there. That's not that far.
Nope.
You're totally right.
It's not further, actually. How far do you guys want to go, Alvin, through here?
We're usually at least one full like run away from.
I would.
60 feet?
Well, this is
Like
what I
60.
say then. Freeze, and we're coming. Just don't move. Be super quiet.
Okay.
We're coming.
Before you guys do anything, like reviewer comes over and you and he kind of Elvis goes, "You should probably know we are not far. I mean, we just get through that next tunnel system, and we are as you say, good as go."
Want to just run for it, guys? Maybe cast an AoE and run.
Quick question. Did you relay all the stuff that you were hearing and what you were seeing?
I just relayed spiders a lot. Spiders, spiders, spiders!
And
Thanks, Nick.
Big ones!
So, over the mine link, Snow's gonna be like, if they haven't found us yet, we could probably use Molder to seal up all of those openings.
Ooh. But could we do it fast enough? They were like, what, 10 feet by 5 foot, you said?
Yes. Yeah, they're.
But I think 3 of you can do
And
it.
it makes
right?
noise, right?
It will.
It's
I mean, the
just
earth
somatic components.
No, that's
No,
just for
The
you.
earth,
Earth
itself
actually-
will
Earth itself.
Are giant spiders animals? Like, I mean, I know they're arachnids. But
Or are they a beast, or are they
I think it's a creature.
I think they qualify as beasts.
I'm not sure if they're a creature or a beast. I don't know how that works.
It's like, you know.
They're spiders! They're
You guys-
spiders!
So you guys talk to animals like all the time. And Greg and I think that's really weird.
Greg.
Of course you would, just because you don't know creatures intimately like me. It's pretty impressive, one of my things.
Maybe he seduced the dragon.
One of your things to know creatures intimately.
Yes. Through conversation.
Yeah.
Let me see what these.
So I don't know. That's a possibility. We could have you guys.
Takes 30.
Spider's a beast.
A beast.
Does that mean you guys can't talk to them then?
Yeah, but it takes 10 minutes for my ritual. I don't have a spell.
That's why I'm better naturally. I'd probably do it.
Oh my god.
I mean, if we want to just run through, I could probably just drop Sleet Storm behind
No,
us.
it's just animals, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, communicate with beasts. It
Oh.
legit says beasts. I can talk with these things.
Potentially.
They may not be intelligent, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
They
they
give me
have
tons
something
of
in
credit.
common.
well, how about we do this? How about the rest of you try to sneak for the door, just bolt for it? Yeah, if we have to cast an AoE, sure. If not, and I will wait until everybody's through that door before I go through. And if I have to confuse them by pretending I'm a hurt spider, then I will.
Or
I've
I've only got
smart.
4 legs.
It's not smart at all. I mean, maybe I'm just a spider caught in a set of armor.
Let me stick with you, and I can roll to force it off if we need to get away.
That's even
You
better.
can Misty Step too, though.
Yeah, we can both zip out of there if we need to.
I really want to see Noah pretend to
Yeah,
be a
let's
Earth
do it though.
spider.
I say we just
No.
want to see me giant armored
Try
spider.
and pretend to be a spider.
I think
even
Giant
be-
8 foot shiny spider?
I can do an illusion on you to make you look like that spider.
Oh my gosh.
That
Sword
could happen.
spider.
You have a whole RP set instead of fight battle
He does have one polymorph too.
Yes,
Oh
that's
my
right. He's just
God.
straight up turns into a giant spider. If you want.
Alright. Are we running?
Thank you.
Are we running or are we fighting?
We're running.
We're running.
Right.
Or are we sneaking?
If you could sneak, I think. If you
Yeah.
gotta run, you
Sneak,
run.
Then well, we'll wait for you guys to catch up, and then we'll try to sneak, and then we'll run.
Let's not put the eggs in front of the cart here. So what if you maybe go to the door first and make sure it's not locked or trapped?
Yeah, we don't want to run over those eggs.
It's a terrible idea, all
Yeah.
we're saying. Yeah.
All right,
So-
I'll see if I can sneak up to the door.
While we come up
Their kid
casually,
could run
so-
ahead and then come back, you know.
We just
Well,
need the door unlocked.
Can you run ahead sneakily?
Yeah.
What about the prisoners?
Can you unlock the door?
I will carry the prisoners. We need to make sure that door's
They
unlocked
can be your
first.
extra arms and legs while you're being a spider.
You can make that happen.
But then that's,
If that has to happen.
There's more people that have to move on Misty Step. And
Can I ride on you? I'll
If you
come.
want to, yeah.
Can we take Alvin too? Or can you have two
Can I do a
silent
strength
people?
check to carry two of them? I'll do
Please.
it. So I'll go into a rage and stealth and carry them.
Range stealthing. I love it.
Angry, sneaking
Let's
around.
go though. We're waiting way too long.
Yeah.
It's like when the water was
17
shaking
plus
ropes
whatever my
and
stealth
straining.
is, which is going to be a lot.
17. Oh, for
Plus
strength?
8.
25.
So I got like 25 stealth, and
Oh, okay.
I get
You
bonus
easily-
strength. It's a 9 plus whatever my I have plus 9 now strength. Is that what? That's
That
a
would be a
save.
strength modifier.
Okay, so
Five,
plus
yeah.
5,
It was 14.
which is 14.
Okay. Yeah, so both Ned and Alvin jump on your back, and you guys feel his like scaly, muscular body writhe and contort. And he reaches like runs off.
Just a black streak.
What was your stealth check?
25.
25. Okay. Yeah, you're just like a shadow,
Yeah.
barely a shadow, streaking across this large open cavern,
Yeah.
and you easily get to the next opening, and there is an iron gate that has been put there, and there's a lock.
Is it locked?
It's your job, man.
I'll check if it's locked.
Okay, it's locked.
It is locked.
If you step back, hold up a key.
He has a key.
Oh my god.
Just pick the lock. I'll run back.
I'll pick the. Hey, Alvin, can you give me some luck? Alvin?
I can give you some guidance.
Yeah, that one. The druid luck.
Druid.
May Sylvanas bless you, my friend. Roll the D4 with that.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna be lucky first before I roll a d4 with that because that was real bad.
That's true.
I'm not gonna use that die again right now. That was real bad. That's way better. Heck yeah. 18 plus 26.
Okay. So you get all your thieves' tools, and you're like ease them in, and it unlocks.
Ned's gonna wave at.
Where's the skis? But you see him go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I don't
Look,
open up the lock. I just leave it picked and I don't touch it.
Yeah.
I whisper to him, what's the problem?
The gate is rusty.
The gate is rusty.
In English?
Yeah.
He takes his mustache and he curls it. I'm better looking.
No, he's not.
So we got a cleric, he's delusional.
Clearly been poisoned.
He should have said. Okay. Yeah, he says it's rusty. Yeah, it'll squeak and make a roll on noise.
Do you guys, does anyone have oil? Alvin, you have anything oily? Do I have anything oily? I have so many items.
Does no one have the grease spell?
That's a thing.
The cure could hit
It's
it.
really useful.
Grease.
I have flasks of oil.
I would just grease everybody's feet all the time.
Yep.
No, not great for moving.
Can I use a flask of oil for that?
Yeah, you can use a flask of oil for
Yeah,
that.
oil's oil.
Yeah, oil's oil.
It's great in combination with fire.
Do it.
Done.
Okay.
Just pour some on either side of the
Yeah, so
all the hinges.
You apply all the hinges and you kind of slowly open the gates to kind of get the oil into the hinge, and it's much softer than it would have.
Right.
And you slowly open the gates enough for people to slide in through and tuck through.
Sweet.
Okay.
Good luck, you guys.
I pick up the prisoners.
Make a check.
Yeah.
Will do. Really
Not that you really need to. Well, sometimes you
Because
never know.
your push ball carries for the size.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
11.
Yeah, the check with DC was like 5. So
Cool.
yeah.
And then I'm just gonna. So wait,
Start running.
is there anybody else that is a little bit more stealthy than me? I mean, obviously everybody.
Just
but-
run.
Me,
Are we ready?
I'm stealth. I'm usually the stealth guy until like job apparently.
But you're way better than me. So I don't be stealthy.
So, does anybody want to come with me?
I think we should all go together, guys. Just go.
Just run.
All right.
Okay, I'm huffing it, man.
Okay, so who's running? Right
I
now. Make stealth checks.
Oh, this is not gonna be good.
Oh.
Well, guys, I think
Come
I
here
should
to
tell
five
you.
because that's what I got.
Boy.
I got 23.
You got a 5?
Yeah, 5.
I got a 5.
13.
13.
That's good, right?
Double proficiency.
3.
Better than 5.
3.
3?
That's
So,
not good.
Was it a nat 1?
you
No,
got
2.
5.
Okay.
5? Yeah, okay. So you got a 20. So 4 of you failed.
Oh my gosh.
Can I do a
Big
perception
surprise.
check to see if I hear them trying to be
How
stealthy?
can you not, my friend?
Sure.
I got a 5.
I'm not very good at hearing, apparently.
You think you
I was
guys
gonna
are
run back
great.
to help you guys, but I got a 10.
You're kind of absorbed and like, what's
Just
that
like-
do with the door? Like, oh, yeah. Okay, so as
I
you
would've
guys
run
are
back.
running out from your section into the open area with the 4 pedestals, you're making all kinds of noise. You're jangling along, you're holding prisoners, and you're like trying to hold them tighter because they're wiggling around.
And I'm kind of like, ugh, because he's naked.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
and he just had a little
gross.
beef jerky, so
oh,
Got a little human flatulence.
Yeah.
The old...
and
D&D for 5-year-olds.
Right.
Here we are.
we don't often go there.
That's fair.
Snow is just kind of just running and like breathes a little too hard for his little legs. Like, guys. Chihiro's just doing his thing and just knocking over stones and not being careful.
Cartwheeling.
We'll be
Yeah.
stealthy. No, we won't.
Same thing with Tuzar is
can't do that.
just running, just making noise because his robotic arms are just jangling around. You know. Okay, so in the upper portions, not only do you see 2 long areas of the rectangular openings, but there's 2 more on the sides and there's 2 more behind you.
What was the last
There's
one?
spiders everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And so you see these, you hear like these legs, and you see these myriad eyes emerge from in front of you. And poof, they all just shoot webs.
Ooh.
Joke's
What?
on you.
Hey,
I have
can
a
I
book.
see right now? Is there light?
There is.
Which
Do you
I
guys
need
have
to
a
do
light
right
source?
now.
I mean,
We
I
didn't
have dark- I
clarify
didn't put anything
anything,
out,
but we
but-
were all traveling.
am I just like holding on to Anola's coattails, trying to
Yeah, pretty much.
run? Okay,
Sure, buddy.
can't help anybody with anything. I don't know where anything is.
think I'm the
What's
biggest
going on?
target for these things.
I can see everything that's going on, and I am totally freaking out.
So wait, can we roll to see that that's happening so I can maybe throw the guys in the doorway? The prisoners? I'm too far away to throw.
No. This is happening as a reaction.
Alright.
So. Ooh, natural 1.
Boy.
Yay, purple die!
No!
Oh, the purple
The
die.
purple die's already out? What have we
Ooh,
done?
critical thing.
Oh, good.
Okay, so there are the 6 openings. There's 3 of them that launch out these large, sticky web globules, and it clings on to Anolo with his pack of people, to Snow.
Nope.
Eh,
Full corrected it.
well, you're covered in a net right now.
Can't- Okay, well, it can't be caught in webs of any sort, but they do cause difficult terrain.
Yes. So
Okay.
you weasel out of it, but right now you're stuck.
All
And
right.
you're stuck.
Visually, it's
Could
right
I
all,
use
it's all
shield
over
to
you.
try and help myself not get wet?
Yeah,
Okay.
you may do that. Shield is what, +4?
It's +5 to
Plus
my
5.
AC, so that would give me an 18.
No, I still got you. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a nat 20 there, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not getting piled on him.
No, it's just one web.
Oh, love.
They missed Ander, and the one that was aiming for you, you see this web kind of explode and just covered one section behind you.
Okay, but I didn't get hit.
No, you didn't get any hit.
Oh, excellent.
Unfortunately.
Can I immediately, now that I know stuff's going down, pull out my drift globe?
Oh,
Okay.
light.
Because I can't see anything otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, let's you guys make strength checks to escape, or if you can also use it, you can you can burn the webs or cut them. But now after you guys are stuck, kind of pinned to where you are, you feel this stickiness just stick to your skin, and you kind of tug at it, kind of pull your skin with it a little bit. And you see hordes of spiders just emerge and filter down the walls, and into the room with you. Buick's the back.
Okay, wait, who's stuck?
Did he run with us?
Everybody but Tuzard is stuck.
I'm not stuck.
And
He's got difficult.
Felix is with the party, right?
And,
He's
and
sitting
yeah,
behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he waited.
So
Really
Tyrael,
just you
me,
two.
Rid.
I'm only kind of stuck.
He's
slow.
difficult. He's slow.
I'm gonna strength rip out of these things like the Incredible Hulk.
Like the Incredible Hulk.
We're not.
12.
That's enough.
With 2 people on my arms, I'm just like.
You're using them to like.
That's right.
Pick up a collection of all the webs.
Oh no! He is now clothed, Avi.
It's close.
He has web clothes.
That's right. I was sick of
But
that
like,
on me.
with all that
You're gonna
pulling,
need
that
a
would have
hot-
pulled off some skin and stuff too.
Now my
right?
problem at this point. I made a strength check, and that's what will happen.
Someone is an awful person. but I
Okay,
don't think
you can move.
I will move it.
You can move 30 feet.
Run.
I will move with 30 feet towards the door.
Okay, good.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. I would like to hold that move. Can I hold it before these guys go?
Oh, you want to run with anyone else who's running?
That's correct.
Okay, you can hold.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so
Should I do a strength check to see if I can do
you
full
don't need to.
movement?
It's just difficult terrain. You just gotta.
You move.
You
fast.
feel like for you, the webs stick to you, but your cloak kind of has this black shimmer to it, and it covers your body, and it just kind of slides off of you, and you kind of walk on it. You're like, oh, this is kind of natural. You can use it as a way to move around.
It's like going through the jungle instead of being stuck in a spider web, kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
You can get through it. You just.
So since I'm normally 30 feet, difficult terrain becomes 15, so I just take a double dash to go 30.
Yeah. No, you can use your full movement to get out of it, and then double dash 30 feet.
Okay, that'll be the one.
Okay. Good.
Is he to the door?
He will. Yeah. You started running. Are you gonna wait for the rest of the group, or are you just gonna take off?
I'm gonna wait at the doorway for them,
Okay.
and the moment they all catch up with me, since I double dashed, I can't use an action.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Okay. So yeah, you.
Wait, you should all
Next
move
turn.
together.
Yeah, he did. He's going to.
Well, I think because that's how it's happening.
Yeah.
So like, let's let it.
Yeah.
He goes. The next person can get out and
Door.
go. If not, then we'll help him get out.
All right, Tucker or Tyrael. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm just going to use the somatic component of fireball. Look off to the right, where I imagine spiders are flowing in, and just throw a fireball at the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so they need a DC of 12, otherwise they're getting hit by, or 17. Otherwise they're getting hit by.
They say.
Oh, okay.
How many
Let's see.
spiders are there?
I'm cheating.
Oh, I
gonna
know.
roll for all.
But like,
15.
there's a whole bunch of
There's
spiders,
a bunch
right?
of spiders.
Aren't webs combustible?
Webs are combustible.
Wait, are the webs on fire now?
They sure are.
Oh my gosh!
The
Hit the wall. He shot,
I'm helping.
it's either 17 or 18 damage, whatever you like, because it's half of 35.
round down.
Yeah. 17. Okay, so as you take your components and create your fireball, and you see the sparks of light from your hand, you see part of the web around you catch on fire. And so you are in this kind of smoldering web of fire, and the flame launches out from your hand, incinerates part of the wall, and in the explosion you see just bits of spider legs and eyeballs and just like little bits of fangs come flying towards you. You know, and you took out a good chunk of them. But now there's a quiet pause for a moment, and you look around and just more come out.
Keep firing.
Okay.
Is it?
Tuzard.
So is there's openings on like all around
up
us.
and
Oh, yeah.
up above.
Okay.
You are
mostly.
surrounded by openings,
Okay.
except for one in the back right corner.
Okay.
My right, yeah. So
Alright.
there's five openings.
What's the size of that?
They are 5 feet tall by 10 feet wide.
Yeah, but how far apart are they?
Like, how big is this
Oh,
room that we're
okay.
in?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if I can just wall of force the whole ceiling.
Maybe. The room, the circular room is only 30 feet, maybe 35 feet long, and 40 feet wide. It's kind of oval shaped.
Mm-hmm.
I can make 10 10-foot by 10-foot panels.
That's 100 feet.
100 feet. That's the,
10 feet by 10 feet.
oh, what is area of a circle? Pi r squared.
Yeah. It's human services meeting.
Sorry.
Do I think I can put it
You,
over
you
the
can
ceiling?
get. Actually, with the fifth one being webbed up with explosion, yeah, you can get the rest. You can get off the rest of them.
Bam.
Okay, so
No more
No
spiders.
more spiders.
yeah, these walls of force just emerge and just line the upper portion of this room and seal it off. You see spiders clawing at it, clawing at it. You know, they're rearing up. You see their underbellies and there are these large fangs dripping poison.
I remind everyone this is a concentration spot.
I'm gonna start cutting him free.
Okay.
I'm gonna got two start free.
He's not. He was encased.
I'm
Oh,
not
he was.
encased.
Oh.
The only person left encased is Tyrael.
Alright, I start cutting Tyrael free then. My dagger.
Okay.
I'm genuinely concerned that that's torment.
Make an insight check.
It's just one fireball.
11. Getting some dookie rolls, man. That,
Yeah, as far as you know, it's still Tyrael.
Ooh.
Roll an
Still-
18 when you cast it away.
Was that?
You roll an 18 when you cast it away.
Okay, so people who are stealthing, do you want to help out or do anything? Or just wait?
Nah, we're good. I mean, I'm carrying 2 people.
Oh,
Big
I'm
lizard
having a
man.
little trouble picturing the situation. Is Buick still in the tunnels?
He is
Yes,
at the opening?
Alright, are there spiders cutting him off from the party?
No.
Okay. Is he, like, what does it look like he's doing? Or
He's going to run.
okay.
Yeah. You waited for the dummies to trigger the trap. And we did. He's gonna wait till we clear it.
And then there's a gap, and then there's the party that's been webbed.
Smart NPCs.
Party that's been webbed, and
Yeah.
then there's us up front.
Yeah.
The spiders are on the ceiling mostly, or like where's?
Okay, so there's a few on the ceiling.
Mhm.
Most of them come down the wall and on the floor towards you guys. These are mostly, since there's a lot of them, they're not as large as the larger spider you saw, the drow riding, but they are still good-sized spiders. But they have been stopped by the wall of force, so most of them they're about the size of, like, I don't know,
My
a
head.
Shih Tzu.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Little
little dogs.
Little dog level spiders. That's not terrifying.
I step on
This
these
is
things
a
all
lot.
the time.
I imagined much bigger. Yeah.
Shelob says.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh,
Need to know. I don't want to think about that. I don't know.
You do anything?
Ned's gonna cast minor illusion to make a sound that sounds like the tastiest, juiciest bug she can think of. Kind of off,
Okay.
kind of behind the spiders to kind of turn them around. Hopefully, like kind of
Okay.
towards where they all, like where the wall of force kind of is.
Okay. Make a deception check.
See
Ooh.
spiders.
Deception is a 23. She's like,
Okay.
like all the little noises she could think of. She's like, tasty bugs.
Normally spiders are pretty perceptive. Not in this case.
Ned's
So-
listened to a lot of bugs in her day.
Yeah. So all you see is just this whole swarm of spiders stop and just turn and just pause and look where the sound is coming from the direction for a slight moment.
I'm gonna mentally be like, go now, go. And I'm done.
If you look to the back, oh, that's a good one. I taught you that one. And he just
I taught you that one. No, you didn't.
and he bounds. He does a quick somersault, which somersault's pretty much 25 feet. You're like, whoa! His cape billows, his hair goes, and he strides forward with you guys.
I'm starting to hate that.
Just starting. I mean, I love him to be quick right now. He's one of the greatest.
No, I'm just saying, like, the whole
Yeah, I know.
pageantry.
Pumping.
Is that kind of your thing?
I didn't say it out loud. I said it over the mind link.
Stop playing with spiders. They're disgusting. They're no good to eat. We're wasting our time.
Yeah, just as soon as I get done cutting out the half devil here.
Alvin,
You cut him out, and you guys can move.
was there anything you want? Because you're over the phone, it's so hard for you, I know. So, like, was there anything you wanted to do to help the party with the spiders? Or are you chill just watching them run?
I'm just watching it run.
Alright, sweet.
Good. Running's good.
That works.
Running's okay.
I run.
Okay, so you run. You're waiting for the other group. You guys
Yes.
just take off together and bound off. You all congregate near the opening. You get to the gates, and you start to run.
I shut the gate behind me.
Okay, good.
Oh,
I was gonna do that.
listen, Mr. Nice Guy, can I get your key for a second?
Oh, I allow me. He goes over there. He shuts the gate, and he turns around. And he locks it.
Okay.
Oh, he puts it back in his
Oh.
bag.
When he turns around because I find him an untrustworthy fellow, I shake the gate to ensure it's locked.
It is locked.
Very good. I don't like that man, he's squirrely. And I talk to squirrels, trust me.
Excellent. Okay, so as you guys proceed forward, you march for another maybe a couple hours, but it's a steady incline. You feel the air slowly warming, getting less damp, and you come to a long hallway, and it's very similar to the hallway you saw when you first entered these underground caverns, way back when that gift opened the secret passageway underground. And it's, let's see, maybe about 50 feet long, where there are the torches at every 10 feet with the colors of red, blue, yellow, red, and then they repeat. And it comes down to the very end, and at this point, Bjork is like, "Oh, excuse me, allow me," and he pushes his way through. It's fine. They need to see my face, and I will knock, and they'll be fine. So he goes up, he knocks, and there's a moment of silence. So he looks around, knocks again, and the door kind of just goes slowly. And you see him whisper something back and forth between the crevice. If you guys are close enough, you can make perception checks.
Who's close enough?
I imagine all of you.
Oh, nat 1.
Nat
Wait, it's a
20.
reroll.
Me too. Yeah.
15.
60?
Nat 20.
Nat 1 into a nat
Went
20.
from 1 into a nat 20.
17.
That's a hot
And
Okay.
can't read lips.
Oh
I
yeah.
can read
I
lips.
also can read lips.
23.
Okay.
Not that I can see his lips.
Wow. Good job, guys. So there's enough around the table for you guys to really hear what's going on, or at least see what's going on, and read lips, and then pass it on to everybody else. He's whispering. They are here to meet Wayne. I have an adventuring party. They have prisoners. They have Severin, and the gate opens up a bit further. You see a Goliath poke his head out.
Right. I would like to see if he looks nefarious or if he looks to be of help.
Is it he at all?
Let's say 15.
You notice a Goliath.
Looks not as good as me.
Fair
Is he
enough.
as good as me?
I don't know.
Got a very nice charisma.
He doesn't look nice at all, actually.
Excellent.
He's got his nose been kind of mashed in and kind of broken too many
Well,
times.
that's a distinguished feature. I think that's okay.
Okay.
Goliaths appreciate that.
Looks awesome. I mean, I don't know that.
On his back is strapped a great axe. He's wearing leathers and these black boots and black leggings. On his bracers that are they're white bracers, and they are colored with the same colors of the torches: red, blue, red, and white. As he looks at you guys, he motions you in. You come into a room that is a circular room, and he looks at you and he goes, "Here for Wayne." Okay. He points. Let me check. He goes into an octagon, picks open the door, closes it. It's like, okay. She can see you.
I'm disappointed he doesn't sound like you.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed he serves somebody else. I mean, so
You serve me.
I thought this was a friendship.
Oh yeah, right. It's a friendship.
Questioning my values of you.
It's friendship. We're friends.
Right, so I mean,
He's just a friend in charge.
lead the way then.
Just friends.
Just like with Zero.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes, right, your name. I don't see it.
Well, my name is Stormwolf.
Stormwolf. Interesting. Where are you from?
Doesn't matter.
I guess it doesn't, does it? Because you're here now, just like I'm with this lot.
And but if you look closer, you see that he's got these jagged scars on his cheeks that look like lightning bolts.
Lightning bolts.
Mhm.
So interesting. Never mind. Pretty cool. Wait, Storm? You said what? It was Storm what?
Hoof.
Were you hit by? No offense.
Lightning.
This is a quick.
Lightning bolt.
Please forgive me. I seem to have gotten a headache. Please try to step away from that battle or that.
Battle for
And then in the mind, I'm trying to censor myself. Somebody bail me out here.
Oh, you're doing wonderfully.
I don't think so, buddy. I'm getting the sweats.
Oh my god.
Let's just go ahead and see Wayne.
Yeah, Dwayne. Dwayne, go away.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, that's gotta be like the episode title. Excuse me, I'm getting a headache or something.
No, look, gets a headache.
So bad.
that-
the guy's name.
We'll reconvene after this to talk about it, but that's gotta be top 3. Jesus. Okay. Buick steps forward and goes, excuse me, allow me. I will arrange introductions. It will just go better that way. So he opens the door.
Agreed.
And inside, you see this map room.
Ooh.
And in the center, oh, music. No, I'm working for this. Sorry. Indulge me, I apologize.
It was like going into the war room in a 1980s cop film.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So,
So you got this guy with the snatch. You want to be like the guy with the
yeah. So in the center, you see this figure known as Wayne with a red mohawk. And she's got this white leather sign. Sorry, I've had way too much fun with this program.
How about what you do? Get that back and do exactly what you did. You said it perfectly with
Yeah.
the mohawk and the thing kicked in.
Yeah.
Keep going. buddy,
Okay.
White leathers?
Yeah, these like pearlescent white leathers with these red pauldrons, and on her ribs are flames going up the sides of her ribs.
What race is she?
You don't know. Her
Interesting.
back is to you.
Okay, cool.
She doesn't have a tail. That's because
It's good.
yeah. So, and as she turns around, you see that she has a mask on, and it is of a white horse, but there is a flame between her eyes that goes up to her forehead, and it's that same kind of pattern where it's blue, red, and white or yellow. And she turns around. She goes. You can't see her face. You can't see her eyes, but she is. I mean, she looks toned. She looks muscular. She has red boots on, and these the pearlescent kind of pants. She goes, "Hey, good to see you." And Buick, he's like, "Yeah, oh, this is Wayne. Wayne, this is your lot. I will let them do the talking from here on out. Okay, great. Okay.
Great introduction.
So happy.
You needed me for credit. It's fine. You know, now I'm here. You're fine. Okay.
It's a. We can see that it's a mask.
Yes, you can see
Okay,
this
so
in the mask.
the mouth's mouth doesn't move.
Mouth
when you
does not
talk,
move.
right?
It's kind of just got this hooded kind of mask-like sound to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mask.
Okay. Tuzard is shocked that it's not a horse person.
He was hoping.
Horse
Really
person,
hoping.
He was hoping for a horse person.
She says, "My name is Windstar's Anger Never Ending, but you may call me Wayne."
Windstar's anger never ending.
Anger.
W-A-N. Wait. I mean, I'm missing a line there, folks.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
seen Wayne's World. Wow.
Ned's gonna stick her hand out from like where off over the side or whatever and be like, "Hi, I'm Nedwin Slybarrow, but you can call me Ned."
Pleasure. She puts her hand up.
Is my hand glowing?
It is glowing,
Okay, cool.
and your hand feels very warm, and you realize it is coming from Wayne.
Hey, Manolo,
Yes, right.
what do you smell?
What do you smell?
You know what? That's a good question.
What do you
Does Wayne
smell?
notice
Are you gonna do something?
You know, when I'm doing the smell noise and everything.
The smell noise.
When you're sniffing.
I'm pissed.
Is that that's the casting?
It's not a dog.
Somatic.
Don't treat that way.
So maybe you can try to disguise while I.
Okay, so
Manolo. That's how
Uh,
dogs greet each other,
you-
not horses.
So I do.
you smell alfalfa
Oh.
and
Ooh, fresh green thing.
yeah, and shamrocks.
Like badass shit.
Yes. Episode no, it's another title.
I'm hot tonight, folks. Badass shamrocks.
You also smell fresh hay and sunshine.
Smell a lot of pleasant things.
You also smell cinder
I smell
and
well,
fire.
I mean fire. I mean the head maybe, but maybe it's just where she lives or something. Oh wait a minute.
It's probably tough.
Wait, fire.
Probably
Wait a
dangerous.
minute. Is this a familiar scent?
Have you
Maybe
smelled it before?
have I? Maybe
Like
like
an
a
intelligence check.
yeah, like a
Good luck.
Before we roleplay, so I got
okay.
my
Okay.
head.
We can take a quick break if you want.
Nature.
No,
Intelligence.
just let me.
No,
I got a 4.
it is not familiar.
Damn. I got a 4. Man, come on! I'm Manolo. So.
Did she notice my glowy hand by any chance, or did she not even?
She didn't seem to pay attention to it.
That's fair. I'm really short, so
Yeah.
like the angles are bad.
And there's a lot of things for her to pay attention to right now. So she's kind of, you see her kind of looking up and being perceptive of all like 9 of you.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, so it's
Good.
it's something that she would have missed very easily.
Good. Okay. Cool.
Well, you're here and I'm here. How can I help you?
That's the top of the list here.
I think top of the list should be Tyrael.
Well, we have
And also the naked man.
we have the
on the
naked
shoulder.
guy that's wrapped in spider webs.
Right.
Maybe that's the top of the order since that's so visible.
So what can you help me with?
Maybe we can help you.
Yeah, right. Wayne, my name's Andrew.
She kind of bows slightly.
Well, one of these guys, I can't tell which one anymore, on my friend's shoulder here, is a man named Seven.
You see her head cocked a little bit.
Long history with the man, but what's important right now is he's one of the higher ups in Ismerald's army.
I'm gonna chuck him
Actually, it's a
down.
max. You can't tell.
I'm gonna chuck him down.
Sorry.
I'm gonna throw him at the feet, like kind of just down. So
Okay.
She's gonna know that already. We need to tell her what we learned because she's working with him. He's in mind.
Yeah.
A mind like that.
Okay.
Forgot to touch my forehead while I did that.
I can make him investigate. So true.
Well, hold on, because I went a little
I'll go for it.
I didn't want to lie.
Help you make that safe, though.
There's so many good titles. Hold on, because I might want to lie.
God, I might want to lie.
Sounds like a 1980s like album.
Yeah, right.
Badass Shamrocks. Hold up a second, I might want to lie.
I think Badass Shamrocks is a better band.
That's the
KGM
band
or
name.
something?
The title of the
Could be,
album
yeah.
is. Hold
Badass
on a second, I might
Shamrocks.
want to lie.
I might want to lie. I could design that band shirt in like 5 seconds.
There's
I want a badass shamrock
Good for
now, like
you.
muscles in his
I'm
sweat.
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Ray-Bans.
We know this man's known to you, but not his true intentions. You're trying to work against the king of Cliffnall and the prince. You're trying to bring freedom to these people. It's an admirable quality.
Yeah, this is true.
And we can see why somebody like Severin might be appealing and offering aid for that, but you can't trust him.
Make a persuasion check.
26.
Okay. She nods. She kneels down and looks at the web guy. You see her more kind of just it's moving back and forth. She stands up. She goes, "Tell me why."
Well, he's also working with the king and the prince. He's playing all ends against each other, probably for the benefit of Esmeralda's army.
You hear a snort.
We think he's been trying to manipulate the Nine Blades to that end.
He said as much. He admitted it.
When
Under
she
its own
snorted,
truth.
can I roll insight to see if that meant like she was eating what he's selling?
Sure.
Or if it was like a snort of disbelief,
Yeah.
like, bollocks.
That would be a 22.
Yay!
22.
Yes.
There we go.
Come here.
Oh!
Sugar cakes.
Secret! Secret whisperings in the corner. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Rock the seas.
He's transcended into a Noah himself.
I know.
So Inodo probably wants to protect. I'm just gonna stand defensive.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Oh.
Continue.
We know he has a way to meet Esmeralda in the city. And I think that's about all I know right now. We have a way to make him talk.
She looks around, looks at all of you. She notices that you guys are pretty, war torn. You've seen your fair share of combat and trials and tribulations.
I think my badge up.
She notices the shiny, small cosmos on your chest. She looks at you dead in the eye. Is he evil?
Is Severin evil?
I do believe I smell.
I do believe I smelled him. He's not good.
It's a weird question. All this time I've known him, I've never thought of him as good or evil, just like a huge jerk.
Don't waste your time. Just ask a question.
Well, I'm in character, Andrew will struggle with this because, yeah, he really doesn't like Severin, but he grew up with him.
I'm telling you in character.
Oh, just say that.
Say
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you see her foot kind of paw the ground angrily. And she snorts. You see the slight radiance emerge from behind her mask. And she puts out her hand. And there's a flash of radiant white light. And inside that hand is now a hand axe with an inverted unicorn horn that kind of turns down to blood red out of the tip. And the blade is bright blue. And she looks down at him. She picks him up she picks him, drags him over, and
wait.
Yeah, whoa,
I'm staying defensive. And before she attacks him, I can use my reaction to give her disadvantage.
Are you going to?
I want her to hold the horses for a second.
I
We pushed her to this, and that's okay. But are we ready to lose it? I mean,
His
hold
information.
on 1 second.
He could give you more information.
being hasty never makes it.
Evil
great.
must be vanquished.
Oh,
Intelligent.
listen to me, Mrs. Wayne. I meant to say Mrs. I know just exactly what you mean. But we can't just vanquish it right yet without being 100% just. You're taking on a man's word that he's evil. What do you say?
She just picks him up with one hand, and she's ready to she starts clawing away at the web. She goes, "This is justice, vanquishing the evil, paladin."
He is just a tiny speck of the evil that is Esmeralda's army. He might be a key piece in breaking all the stuff. That's like.
So she's looking at me like
Don't
that, and
kill
while
me,
she's
dude.
saying that and doing her dramatic stuff, I'm asking Ander, what does he want?
Oh.
Buddy, you got a second man to make this.
She's right. That's my point. Is you could destroy this evil now, but lose an opportunity to defeat a greater evil later.
You know she's right. So is he.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm gonna help. Yeah.
19 plus 13.
32.
Yeah, 32.
32.
You got a 19, man.
Woo.
She looks around and she's.
Thank you. Thank you.
She seems to be struggling with this. Like, legitimately. Like, you see her hand kind of shaking as she's holding Severin.
I'd like to go up and just help her put her hand down.
Okay. And she slowly just lowers him. Puts her axe out at you guys. As long as the promise of a greater evil will be vanquished, his life will be spared.
Well, see, I like to believe that Esmeralda is the worst thing ever that walked the earth. And I know I know it is.
I like
There's
to
a
think.
way bigger evil out there, and
Literally,
this little thing is
Hitler
tied to
Satan.
him or her. I'm
Actually,
really great with that.
but as you're saying,
Ultra brilliant.
as she said that, and you said that, I'm like, oh no, because in Anders' head, he would still want to try to redeem Esmeralda.
I know.
Nope.
He did say
That's
in his
okay.
opinion.
Now I'm like, oh
He's
no, I
his
just
friend.
pretty much set her up to die.
She throws the webbed body of Severin at your feet.
Let's say I never did anything for you, pal.
He can't get up or move, right?
No.
You're welcome.
Because if I could just put my foot out, but I'll keep it.
She walks back over to her large table in the center, and there is a variety of maps there. Some of which are the surrounding area of Upper Cliffnall, some are the districts of Cliffnall, some are the sort of sewers and tunnels that are underneath it. She puts her hands on her table. The axe she sets down and it just disappears. And that's where we take a break.
Cool. Yay, break time! My internet's for a few minutes. Remember to give them music this time.
They don't need.
When it's paused, I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Friends.
hey, that is very
Which
possible.
is less than 1.
Yay!
Yay! Technology Wrangler!
We did it!
Our tech wizard.
Alright.
That was weird.
Always.
Oh, wow. We both said like the same thing.
So are we back live, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Good.
We'll do it live.
Oh yeah, the stream is live.
Sure. Okay, good. So we'll take a quick moment and we will transition to the Shadowfell. Let's roll in this here.
Okay.
And sorry, I know Wayne's awesome, but you are still cruising on top of the giant bat with Roland, having defeated a swarm of flying skeletons. Bits of bone dust are still in your eyes. You're rubbing it out. And as you fly over the land of Vecna, you see fires and large pyres and pits and caverns that are illuminated with a purplish energy. Things very quickly as you're making your way west. And Roland turns around and he...
Gideon.
Yeah, you're rolling. Gideon. All right. Yeah. Gideon, as motions you to come closer, he goes, "Where we are going is a little-known gate to the material plane. As far as I know, no one, not even Vecna, knows where this thing is. but it is atop. How shall I say this? It looks kind of like an asteroid,
Okay.
and it's kind of moving. So
We're gonna have to catch this.
we are.
Okay.
We are going to have to do a bit of tuck and roll. So once we get close enough, we are going to have to jump off and run like hell.
What about Bat?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Somehow not assured.
Yep.
Nah, he can take care of himself. It's fine. He knows where home is, usually. And so, as he gets lower, the wind just cascades over you as you glide through the shadow-filled eternal nighttime air. Even the clouds seem to have a grayish, darkness to them, not like the puffy whiteness of the material plane. And he soars higher above, and there's just no stars, not in the Shadowfell, just straight blackness. And as you get closer, there is a glint of something. It looks stone. Is it a star? You get closer, and Gideon looks at you and he says, "It should not be doing that."
Oh, great.
Good signs.
This is intriguing.
Okay.
And he buckles down and he goes, "Yeah!" And he kicks the bat and it flies off a bit faster. And he gets up high and he looks down. Make a perception check.
19.
Okay. You see that the surface is not just rock. I mean, it's textured, it's bubbled, but it's got this kind of almost like a bubble kind of thing, not just a craggy surface of what would be just a rock. But the thing is floating, and he kind of does a pass around, looks around. And you see this gate, this U-shaped gate made out of stones that are connected not by anything. They're kind of floating, but there's this sort of ripple of purple energy connecting all of them.
Okay.
And he's like, "Okay, well, that's still there. That's good." And he flies around and he goes underneath it, and the whole underside of this is just this large, craggy, unearthed section of a mountain, and it's very inverted point swirl. It comes back around. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna come up on this thing. We're gonna jump, and I think we're gonna have to run.
Okay.
Are you ready?"
As I'll ever be.
Okay. So the bat comes up real fast, and he's like, "Okay, my count, and go."
16.
16.
The roll so far.
You leap off. I gotta check his stats.
Maybe
for
the
this.
curse is broken.
What was the skill?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics is 16.
Okay. So you leap off. I mean, you're holding on your halberd, kind of bracing against the wind, forming a small, sliver of a wedge to cut through the wind resistance, and you see that Gideon catches his foot on the bat,
Okay.
and he doesn't make the leap quite as far. He's like flailing around a bit in midair.
Can I reach back? Can I is he too far away from me?
You can try.
What do you want me to? What do you want me to roll for that one?
Make a dexterity check.
Dex. 7.
7.
No, yours isn't broken.
No.
No, Nope. Got lucky.
Use inspiration.
Thought for a moment, maybe, but okay. So, as you reach out, you kind of see his hand, and it's kind of pale, grizzly gory, kind of clamminess, and you see your fingertips just barely touch, and you can't grab hold, and he falls and disappears in the darkness.
The battle.
You land on top of the asteroid kind of bubbly thing, and the mounds are mucusy.
Oh.
They're kind of, they've got this weird biology to them. Almost
Not good.
Yeah. You look around and you see like kind of stuff moving inside of them, and they look like skeletons.
No.
Kind of just swimming around, like just moving like back and forth. But the whole field, from here, 120 feet to the gate, is just littered with all these just mounds of stuff.
Okay. Did I see what Bat did? Did Bat dive?
Bat dove.
Okay. I'm just gonna run for the gate.
And Bat made a hell of a roll.
Go Bat!
And that's not a joke. If I didn't have to save Gideon, I wouldn't. But I don't have to save him. You could die, but the dice saved Gideon. Okay.
Good job, Bat.
Huh?
Good job, Bat.
Yeah. So you start running.
Yeah.
And you hear this squish, 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 squish as you're running across. And you're running across. Your feet give, and you hear, and they start popping, and this greenish gray liquid kind of spills out, and from each one, the thing launches up this inside of a skeleton, flaps its wings, and it's this flying skeleton behind.
They got wings.
Yeah.
Great.
So and the whole way you're running, just skeletons just popping up behind you as you keep on trucking.
Faster. Let's go faster.
Yeah.
From around the top, you see the bat. In the clutches is Gideon, and he's just like, oh hell no. And the bat drops him down, which he lands, and lands like a ninja style.
Superhero landing.
Yeah, exactly. This little cider griff radiates around him, but he looks around. He's like, oh, that's not good. And as soon as he can, he starts running behind you. Make a athletic check for me. Hold on, I gotta get some music for this. I'm sorry. Where am I now?
It's a metal for this.
It's a metal. Yeah, because of the bat. Every time I think of the bat, I think of metal.
Well,
Yeah. This is
it's
20.
20.
Hold on.
this is like album cover material.
Flying skeletons, the bat holding the dude.
70s, 80s metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like the hand painted ones.
Okay, you're a 20.
Yep.
Get mine.
Deal
No, sorry.
cover like that. You ever seen Nanoverse covers? They're ridiculous.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes, I do.
Is this the one I wanted though? Nah. There we go. Okay. So as you are running and running, you see that the skeletons are closing in, but they're not getting close enough to attack. But you hear the clatter of their teeth and you're coming at you real fast.
Okay.
But you're still making you make another 30 feet. Gideon looks. I rolled a 1. Gideon trips and then gets back up, looks around, and he is surrounded by skeletons.
Okay.
From just all this stuff just exploding and just coming at him. He looks around real quickly, and he casts a spell. So from the top of his arm, it's almost like this surge from his shoulders, a spiraling red turns to purple to black. When he launches out the spell, scatter.
Mm-hmm.
So from all of his fingertips, you see this crackles of energy just hit a bunch of skeletons and just launch them like 120 feet away. Like this awesome globe of just trends and thunders kind of stuff, and they just go. And in the middle of it, they're all exploding. And he looks up and he goes, "I'll meet you there."
Okay.
Okay. Make an athletics check again.
24.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you're running so fast. You look back, and you've actually made some distance between you and the horde of skeletons behind you. But you're squishing. They're still popping up behind you. When you look back, you even see Vera, and she's like, "You got this. You got this." And she's encouraging you, and you're going forward. Gideon, he snaps his fingers, and out from the corner of the Shadowfell, there's this peal of gray lightning, and comes his phantom steed. It's a skeletal phantom steed, and it just kicks out its wings, and he's like, "That's my boy." And he gets out, and he takes off. Running. Make one more athletics check.
13.
Okay.
Not too bad.
So given the past 2 successes, this was a lower DC, so this is another success. You get to the gate, and you're looking around, and there are these runes inscribed on each of the stones. There is just a clear through the gate to the Shadowfell. It is not activated yet.
Okay.
You can make a check if you wish.
What are we, just an intelligence to try and use it?
Make
Or?
an investigation check or
Investigation?
arcana check, whatever's higher.
16.
16. Okay. So you're looking at this stuff and you see the runes, kind of deciphering this as you go along. But it's something that you have encountered, perhaps in a tome or a scroll that you've read, or part of your own training, and you start to sequence pattern together. And you press 1, and it lights up with this kind of red energy. You press another one, it lights up with another red energy. You start hitting the pattern correctly. Make another check.
25.
Okay, good. So as you keep going on, as Gideon is starting to catch up, but he is surrounded by skeletons. It's not Gideon's day.
Did you shake Matt's hand earlier or something?
Excellent.
Giving the energy.
You see him once again use the spell scatter, blow away a bunch more skeletons, and then he pulls out his wand, and he starts picking off skeletons, and as he hits each one, they're freezing, and they're frozen in place, and they stop, and they just, wherever position they were, they just kind of fall over, and they're kind of struggling against whatever energy is there. One more check.
19.
Dude, you just activated the gate.
Okay.
So there's a corkscrew spiral of purple energy, which goes all the way through this archway.
I'm just like, I think I got it.
And inside there is this dark red spiral. It looks almost like fire, but it's almost not. It's like got this weird viscosity to it, like it's liquidy and stuff like that. Cool. And
No man's
Gideon catches up, and he jumps off his spectral steed. He's like, pat you on the shoulder. He's like, "Well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
You first."
All right. So I'll go through.
Okay. You jump through, and Gideon comes behind you, and you are in a wormhole of like red hot terror. And he goes,
perfect.
You are spiraling through planes. Make a Constitution check for me.
Satan slip and slide.
There we go. There's the title.
There we go.
There it
Satan's slip and slide.
is.
That's a
21.
good one.
That's a good one. 21.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you feel that there is this force. It's not quite fire, but there is something about the air and the movement that would often cause a poison-like effect, but you just seem to shrug it off. Your senses come back, and you clearly see where you're going, and you see that at the end of the tunnel there's a small circle, and in it is a tree. It's a white tree with gold leaves. And you shoot out and bang! Roll a d6. Actually, roll.
D6?
Actually, no. 2d6.
2d6.
Ooh.
11.
You take that much damage.
Okay.
As you get shot out of this wormhole that appears above the tree.
You finally penalized him for rolling good.
Yeah.
We were supposed to find
Having a good day. Roll for damage.
So you guys, you get shot out. Your rib catches a root. You crack it. It hurts. It stings, but not enough to bring you down. And you look around. You are back in the material plane, and Gideon falls. Gideon takes 9 damage, and he lands flat in his back. He goes, I hate that ride.
Yeah, that was different.
He gets up, he dusts himself off, and he looks around and he goes, "Welcome to Western Ekros. Over there is the kingdom of Nantea. That's where we're going. We're going to find his family, and we're going to do some talking."
Okay.
Good. Let's walk.
All right.
And he takes off down the path.
So I walk up, I catch up behind him. I'm like, hey, do you remember sneaking into the kitchen at night? Marge's shepherd's pie?
Don't message. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't really remember much, but for some reason that memory just sticks right there. She would beat us if she'd catch us.
She would.
Do you remember anything?
Yes.
Would you mind filling me in on anything?
Well, where should we start? How far back do you want to go?
Maybe right when we got separated.
Well, when I was separated, there were these things that were trying to hurt me. And as a young kid, I didn't have any means of defense. And there he was. I don't know where he came from or how he got there. I didn't see him. But it was Ralph. And Ralph emerged, and he handled those things with his manner. And looked at me, and he says, "Son, I've got a job for you." And me, I didn't know any better. I was down on my luck. I mean, I didn't met anybody. So I said, okay. And in fact, to fast forward, this is a very long story. He saw something in me that I didn't know I had. And he encouraged it, and he trained me. Gave me ample opportunity and access to books and learning and practice. And all sorts of other things that I needed. And now here I am.
You're quite capable.
Thank you.
So why are we trying to take him down?
He's a bad man. He is a collector. He collects people. Sometimes for entertainment, most times for his use. I am one of his prized possessions. He finds people who are superior, who are supernatural, or who have incredible talents, and he exploits them. I am trying to free the chains of my own bondage, and a few others that I know of.
There's more?
A couple.
Okay.
Not many have survived.
What are we gonna do when we get you free?
Pat you on the back. You'll see.
Okay.
As you make your way down a small hill, you're approaching a small, rustic French-looking town. In the center there's a fountain. Looks like it has remnants of shards of ice. And that's where we're going to switch back. Back to Wayne.
Wayne's World.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Out of control. Excellent.
Wayne, did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he dressed up like a woman?
Oh my god.
Okay. So you see Wayne with her back to you, and once again, staring at the maps. Inside this room, there are a couple other humanoids. There are some actual humans. There are a couple of dwarves, and there's another Goliath. They all seem to be looking at you with their arms crossed, and waiting for you to move or not move.
Are there 9 of them?
There are not 9 of them.
And she went up to the maps?
She did.
I'm going to the maps.
Okay.
How tall is the table? She is looking at me, not.
A valid
Just
question.
asking for us short little guys, you know.
If you just nudge, I'll just hand it throw you up on your shoulder.
The table is 3.5 feet tall.
Ah, curses.
So are you going to the table? Because I'll just pick you up and kind of...
No, it's okay. What's the floor made of?
It is stone.
You
I don't think I can mold stone.
Mold?
Only
Earth,
mold
I think.
earth.
I think it does actually work on stone.
I think it works on
Make
loose.
steps for yourself.
Okay, what do you think of that? What else are we doing?
Choose a portion of dirt
Choose
or
that.
stone that you can see
Let's
within
start
range.
a detect magic ritual, kind of like nonchalantly. Just not like I'm trying to super hide
Okay.
it, but no, I'm not trying to make a big show of it either.
Okay, cool. So you start to detect magic. You can use it on stone, apparently.
Yep.
You can make yourself a step stool.
Yeah, just a little. Just yeah.
Totally follow.
Yeah.
I just suddenly slowly go up. You hear grinding noise, and
You see this little halving.
I'm not going up. I'm not going up like just till my head's there. I'm like all like my feet are like practically table level because I
Okay.
want to be able to bend down like they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
So
Very
like
nice.
they're trying to talk and all you hear is like
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Anybody else?
Looking at the maps.
Seeing that, Snow's going to be like, excellent idea. And he's going to do the same. But he's totally making a very comfortable looking chair.
Oh.
Well, as comfortable as a stone chair can be.
Okay, fair enough. So it's like a little, not like it's like a lounge chair.
Yeah.
You know, and you see Snow emerge in this stonework lounge chair. Nice. And Wayne's looking. She's like, she looks at you, and you can't tell her expression because it's a mask, and she looks at you, looks around at the rest of you, and just shakes her head. Sorry.
It's the odd law.
After she looks at Snow, she'll be
Aptly
like,
named.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Snow's totally going to be like, by the way, excellent sense of fashion. Very.
Right, speaking of that, what's the flame mean? Well, let me be a little...
Oh, this?
Yeah, that cool thing you got there.
Well, this is in honor of my patron, Windstar.
I knew it, you're a warlock! That's gonna go.
Yes, contrary to most beliefs, there are good warlocks who do not dabble in the fiendish or the arcane. My god, or my patron is Celestial, Windstar the Unicorn.
Ooh!
We met one.
I have a unicorn hair. Ned's gonna like start going around her. What was the name of the unicorn we
I
saved?
thought it was Star Wind or...
Can we history check to be reminded?
You can make an intelligence check.
Intelligence check? Come on, somebody's gotta remember.
Nope.
I'm gonna ask like the whole group.
Is history a skill anymore?
Yeah.
We can
yeah.
make a history check. Sorry.
Great. I'm so
four
good at
scores
history.
7 sessions ago.
That's 13.
This was like a year
Oh.
ago.
17. Yeah, I don't remember what the.
Sorry, I remember this.
I just want to know if it's
You
the
remember
same
it?
unicorn more than anything. I have a 17.
I feel like the
Do you
name was
remember?
like
I can't even look it up. It's my other notebook.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the unicorn you last encountered back out in the outskirts of Newsham, fighting off the Lamia's temple, encased in that energy cube. His name was Aaron. The unicorn-
Aaron. I knew it was like a man's name
A-R-R-Y-N.
or a girl's name.
The unicorn
either way.
of Earth. Yes.
But a human name.
Unicorn of Earth.
Yeah. So Ned's gonna pull out the hair and just be like, Aaron gave this to me after we rescued them.
She picks it up. She examines it. She gives it back.
I keep stuff and sometimes it's useful, guys. Just saying.
So you know Aaron.
Do you know Aaron?
I have not had the pleasure. I've heard a lot about him.
Speaking of fiendish things, one of our members has a bit of a problem.
Okay.
Everybody looks over.
Time to address the elephant.
Subtle.
And before we go there, can I do insight on what she thought of Aaron and what she heard? Was it just pleasure or pleasure? It would be a 18.
18. You get the sense that is approving.
Oh, good.
And she's okay with that.
Cool.
Yep.
Good. We're in good company, I think.
Okay.
I think she just finds Ned annoying, which is totally understandable.
Well, I don't, Ned. You're very pleasant.
So, what is the issue with you? Though you have very nice horns, I don't think they become you.
Hi, I'm Tyrael, and I go to shake her hand.
She reaches out, and you feel a warmth extend from her hand into yours.
Okay. I guess I'm kind of reassured by that, and let's say I have a lot of baggage.
Causes him to kill people in a wall of force. That's the part of baggage he's got.
Murder baggage.
Murder baggage. Yeah, he's got murder baggage. That's a title for this.
There's another title.
Titles keep
We're
coming.
players tonight, guys.
Suffice to say, I might be schizophrenic.
It only serves 1% of the population. It's quite rare to have.
Magically schizophrenic.
Nolo knows about like schizophrenia and how what percent
He's
of the
just like
population.
dialing in. He's like, oh, I know the stats for this.
Wait,
Nolo
what?
has assorted
I do
various
apologize.
interests. I'm not surprised he knows that.
What's he saying?
Alvin's surprised he knows that.
I'm not surprised.
He's not
Nolo
surprised.
has stopped surprising me
Stop surprising.
most of the time.
She looks at you. So how can I help you?
Either I need to trap this other self, or remove him, or destroy him.
It was done by like a god, right? The first time.
What's he call himself? I mean, do we know what he calls himself? Do we know that it's Torment, the name?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's my past life.
Calls himself Torment.
Okay.
Did we tell you that? Did we say that?
I mean, we can just say that, yeah.
We just said that.
Okay, so from the back of your head, you hear Torment's voice. Tyrion. Kill him, Tyrion. Do it.
Do I roll for that?
You can make a roll.
Why would you ask the DM if you roll for a thing? No!
Because
You just
the
go,
fun
"Oh, okay."
never stops.
Oh, boy. Tell me you got better than one.
I don't know if he wants a good roll or a bad.
What was the
Question right
save?
there.
Rolling for
Wisdom.
16.
16.
You don't want to mug it?
I can favor of the gods it.
I see him struggling. I say, "Hey, hang in there, buddy. You got this." Giving him some inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration, you get a D10.
You can add a D10 to that roll.
Okay, so let's just do both then.
I'm gonna. So just as it, my aura's normally on. But because I don't know he's got a voice talking to him,
Oh yeah.
I don't
no,
feel
I don't
threatened.
think that would...
I don't feel threatened, so I don't feel like it needs to be like, oh.
Okay,
How
so
does that work? How does that work?
Let me
Like,
use
is it
favor
just-
by gods, and we'll save this bardic inspiration because it's 2d4. It's about the same as long as I don't roll
Well,
like shit.
I said it was. I only understand that.
And
That's not
yeah,
good.
roll the d10 as well. Go for it. Bardic inspiration.
all right, so
Where are you at before? 15?
19. Would a 19 be fine?
You can if he tells you if it's fine or not, you can't roll the bardic inspiration. Just so you know.
But
Yeah,
wait.
I mean,
can't
I'm
roll it.
gonna roll with this.
But he
Is
did.
19 good? I'm not gonna use bardic inspiration yet.
Oh, you're not. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
He's
because I just
holding
used
it.
favor by gods. If 19's not good enough, I'll be very
If
surprised.
I tell you, you can't use right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm rescinding the right to use
Yeah,
it
he's
if it's
he's
not
going
the right
with what
check.
he's got.
19.
Oh,
I
wait.
think 19's gonna do it.
19 is accepted.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Usually.
You're still, you hear that voice. And
Played a
you start
dangerous
to,
game
you
here.
start to feel your vision kind of redden a little bit at the corners of your periphery, and and then your memory, you start to remember things that you've done to good people.
I'm gonna look at Tuzar and go, Tuzar, do it.
Right now?
Lock me down.
Alright. I stop with my detect magic ritual. Bubbling.
In
Wall of Force.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's.
How
you breathe
close
in
quarters are we?
Right.
Is anyone in there with him?
No, I probably
How
would have
did
been
the
standing
wall of
back.
force pieces go?
We haven't.
You won't need all 10 things.
No, but yeah, we'll double it up if
Yeah.
you know. Just
Does he have
Really
a-
lock me in there.
Really bubble wrap that.
No.
Can he breathe in there?
For a while.
It only
Be
lasts.
fine.
This only lasts for 10 minutes, I believe.
It's enough to kill
10
him.
minutes of not breathing is a while.
Yeah, you can only hold breath equal to Constitution modifier.
Plus a certain amount of other things. Just not
Unless
just
you're
con.
superior
Yeah.
lizard folk.
Well, that works. So, I've not read anything that says you can't breathe in that.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta have air in there. to
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's enough.
Yeah, it's not
10
like he's
minutes
not breathing. Yeah,
10
10
minutes
minutes. That's fine.
As long as he
Yeah.
doesn't cause fires in there, he's okay.
Right. Yeah.
You never know.
And if he's unconscious, we can drop the wall of force and that's fine.
Yeah, that's
So,
an ideal
If he
situation.
collapses, we can just close the... We'll find out. How about that?
Okay, so
It's fine.
Magical
you see
science.
Tyrael struggle with his inner strife, and then Tuzar just he tells Tuzar to do it, and he's now encased in this shimmering kind of cute rectangle of force.
Yeah, so that's what we're worried about.
Huh. Usually that only happens when, like, violence is going on. That's weird.
See?
Quick question.
Yes.
With the mind link, did we hear Torment say that to Tyrion?
No.
Yeah, that's kind of in here.
Super, yeah.
That's
Like
something
it-
a sane
the
man
inner
would say.
sense
Yes.
Okay. She gets close to the wall of force, and you see her mask like almost touch the shimmering nature of it, and she peers through it, steps back. I can't help him.
Cool.
Is it because of the wall of force is there? We can take it down.
You could.
Damn.
Whatever is in him needs to come out,
How...
and that
What?
force, that wall of force, is keeping that in right now. So.
Can you get it out if I drop the wall of force?
I could try.
Could we elaborate a little bit on the process? Will it kill him? Will it kill us? You? Everyone?
It will not kill you.
Oh, that's good then. Go for it.
Just hold your sweet little face there.
That's all he needed.
But I cannot guarantee that he will survive.
It's a risk we're willing to take, right, guys?
Is there any way we can increase his
Not
odds?
necessarily. Yeah, is there like anything?
We have dream powder. I got spirit quest drugs.
I can give her inspiration.
Just got drugs.
You got spice still, right?
You know I do.
Yeah.
You normally don't give
And I have
crazy people more spice to work with. You know?
I have a blue toad, but I don't think that'll help us
This
right
demon needs to be destroyed.
Remember, we promised you really bad things if you. That's the one too. What's the chances of him surviving this?
If I am correct, he will have to fight me and survive.
But over the mind link, like, how badly do you want to get free of this thing?
He can hear us, right? Can't he? He's listening to. Or can
nothing
you not
can
hear?
pass through the wall of force.
Oh,
you can't
not even your mind
astral-
link then.
No, that should work.
But audio doesn't.
Physical entities.
But like, there's no.
It blocks vibrations of sound and stuff. All right, so through the mind link,
It's less
he's just out of the blue being asked how badly. Okay, he doesn't even know that he's gonna have to fight anything. I love this. Take it away, Tuzard. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a
I
good
just
thing
needed
to
to clarify.
establish.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Tyrael, you heard nothing so far.
You got nothing. Go ahead, Tuzard.
Yeah, how badly do you want to get free of this? What's it worth? What cost would you be willing to pay?
I have one way to get what I want, and it's through torment.
All right. Would you be willing to risk your life for it?
I already have.
Sounds good to me.
So, I mean,
Okay,
we're all hearing
that.
So,
Yeah.
wait, let me just clarify something. You said you need to do one thing, and you need Torment to do it.
No, I'm going through him to get it.
Oh, so he's in your way. That's what
So he's in your. So you're not using him as a pawn to get it.
I'm going to crush him to get what I
That's the
want.
clarification I needed. What are the chances he'll survive?
I'm not a betting person, but if I were to give it odds, I'd bet on me.
Wait.
I'm
sorry.
Wait, does
Yeah.
one of you have to die?
Yeah.
I didn't say die.
You have to survive it.
Then what? How will we know if he wins or you win? Like, other than somebody being dead.
How will we know if it works? Basically.
Magic
Yeah.
warlock stuff.
What?
Magic warlock stuff.
Oh boy.
Magic.
So listen, Teal, right? This is serious things to consider right now. Enolo wants to protect Tyrael from this entity, and he will do what it takes to do it. And if that means throwing my friend in the middle of the battle to do it, then I think that's what we have to do. Otherwise, we're going to have a loose cannon in the middle of battle someplace. And I think deep down inside, if he could hear us, he would probably want the same thing because he's not a mean dude.
If he could hear us.
If he could hear us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There might be another way.
Well, just say that after some serious deliberation. You crazy Well, out with it.
We're in a horse out.
Nolo's getting all worked up when you guys' friends die.
I've already prepared to send him to the...
This way is not easier. But if he were to use some of your mind-altering substances, so to speak, and confront Torment on his own turf in his own mind, he might be able to vanquish it himself.
I want to see that. I mean, out of curiosity.
I mean,
problem is though, if Torment lives, if Torment defeats him,
then you will not know if Torment is actually Tyrael.
No
And
doubt for that
Torment
idea.
will hide and use Tyrael for his own ends until the time is appropriate.
not okay with that though. No,
You
no,
can't
really.
risk that.
Not really great.
I mean,
Can we try it your way first and just go a little easy on him?
Because we'll still have drugs. I mean, we'll still
So
have
we have
spots.
Like, he uses fireball a lot, but he's got really bad aim. So just like take anything you like out of the room first.
And I would also say he's pretty adept with this martial stuff recently.
Oh, he
so
has
don't
those
get
throwing
close.
kicks.
Don't get close to it. Just saying.
I have his stick though, so you don't have to worry about that. I got his stick.
This is my last wall of force. Also, just to be clear.
Cool.
And just, since you're in a small room, if by chance a fireball goes off, you're all going to be affected.
Mm-hmm.
Can we outside?
Stand guard.
So,
Just in case.
Yeah.
another quick question. Since you guys are going to be fighting and all that, if you were to receive any kind of healing to maybe not die in the process, would that ruin things?
I do not know. We have to extract torment, watch his essence emerge, and then deal with it.
Can we help that, or it has to be one-on-one, gladiator style?
This is where my memory gets fuzzy. If you interfere, there is a chance he could become stronger.
Well,
If you don't, and just stay by the sidelines, nothing happens.
What if he dies? Would that take care of torment for sure?
Yes.
What if we bring him back after he dies?
Torment will still be there.
Damn.
Leslie, for me, maybe not for so to speak for everybody. What if I fought him? I mean, it's the same idea. I would do my best to not kill him, but if I fought him to bring out the beast, then you, I don't know, capture the thing's essence. Is that possible?
She kind of saunters over to you, and she goes,
That's like a sniffing match.
I like your style.
Oh no! Budding romance over here.
Yep.
Get it in.
He just fell in love.
and you see the mask above what you see the flame between her eyes just kind of ignite a little bit.
Yes.
She steps back. You are worthy.
See that, guys? I'm worthy. Right, then I'll do it.
She puts her hand on the pauldron of your armor, and you feel the heat through her hand.
Oh, yes.
Should you undertake this, hold nothing back.
Oh, I don't plan on
He
it.
is not your friend at this moment. He is an enemy. He is a devil.
Well, oh.
Oh, great.
Well, I think I'm the best suited for it. Thank you.
Oh,
I shall take the challenge.
Okay.
This is gonna be awesome. I'm ready.
Hey, remember round one?
Yes.
With a good old
Ding, ding,
knuckle
ding.
crack to the
I
jaw.
just remembered a bunch of stuff.
Seal that deal, Tyrael. The long sword for Hellbane. Yes. I'm gonna kill him.
This
We don't have popcorn, so.
Yeah, I know, right?
Whenever you're ready.
Wow, this turned into PvP. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Stay buddy though. Play guy to guy. This is just for fun. I don't want to make this serious.
No, my heart's racing. This is so cool.
It's like when Superman and like Spider-Man fight.
It's more like when
That-
I'm a little underpowered for something.
That's
yeah,
perfect.
maybe
Thank you for that.
Superman.
I know.
It was funny because it's DC
Yes,
and
yes.
Marvel. I know.
Uh,
Clarifying, I did that
she
on
does
purpose.
this to me all the time. Just
Okay. So Wayne, she points to the other guys in the room, points to the table. They pick this table up, move it off to the corner. They're giving you a little bit of an arena space to fight in.
Are there any nice paintings on the wall Ned can take down or anything?
There's no painting. It's just maps of
Not
the area.
placed.
Okay.
Okay, so you are in a circular area, which is probably 20 by 20. The odd lot is which your corners, man? Whose side are you guys on?
Y'all know that you're on my side. For the righteous. No?
Where's
I'll stick
Tyrael?
over my
not there.
material just because I'm. Yeah, you know,
You gotta
I've
patch
been
him up.
watching
He's
it.
gonna bleed.
I gotta be on Tyrael's side.
Yeah.
Is-
Wizards and sorcerers unite. You know.
Tyrael's near the door.
I'll stay with you.
That's right.
I'm gonna stay by the door. I'm gonna make sure Tyrael doesn't leave.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Yes.
I'm gonna hide behind Tuzard.
Okie dokie.
Old school style.
Yeah.
So you see a Nolo, Paladin of Helm. What do you have your shield out, your sword out?
That's right. So I've got the Devil's Bane, and I think beforehand I'd like to wipe it with Radiant Light. So now it's on fire with Radiance.
Cool.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
No, I'm still holding them. I'm assuming it hasn't
Yeah,
been
just,
10
no, it hasn't
minutes.
been 10 minutes yet.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I
because
mean
the bardic inspiration.
Nope,
Yeah,
not
he's
yet.
got
You
it.
still got it. Okay.
Make it even.
Now
Yeah.
it's even. Oh, Alvin, give a Nolo some druid luck.
Alright, what was that?
Give Nolo some druid luck.
Oh yeah, hey, guidance.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Oh, which side are you on, Alvin? Are you by the door with us, or are you behind a Nolo?
I have to be over on the Nolo side because guidance is a touch thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. And Tyrael is standing there in his robes. His horns kind of crackle, have this kind of blue energy to them. What do you have for your weapon currently?
I don't have anything.
You
She's
don't
got
have
my
any-
stick.
You got everything. You're just standing there. You're ready.
Are your hands still bound, or did we unbind them?
We cast that spell already.
Yeah, he's definitely unbound at this point.
So
I've been watching him for
Oh yeah.
to take care of him.
Okay.
So Wayne goes to the center. She looks at a Nolo. She goes, "Evil.
Oh, I get you.
This is not a chance to balk at friendship.
My job from home is to protect. That's what I'm
And you will
doing.
be protecting the greater good."
Understood.
She turns to you. She walks closer. She goes,
That'll
she puts her hands on your face.
I'll dispel the thing.
Yeah.
And you dispel it.
Yeah, just so that you can get.
You feel the warmth, a celestial kind of warmth, burn into your skin, and you feel it kind of sizzle a little bit as you hear Torment like, "Yeah, buddy!
Oh boy!
It's killing time!"
Oh my god! Oh wow! He's psycho.
And you feel Torment just overtake your body. So for this current combat, you operate as Torment in our chaotic evil.
Oh!
Okay?
Cool.
You
Okay.
do not have any friends in this room. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Your eyes turn black. There's your eye, and the flesh area around you turns like this stark white with this kind of red band.
He's the Emperor.
And she looks at both of you guys. Yeah. She stands in the center, and I need both of you to roll initiative.
Oh, this is crazy.
12.
18.
Tournament's been waiting for a long time for this. Like, yeah!
I'm usually a turtle. That's fine.
He was making initiative rolls before you even started the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I want to,
What's the initiatives?
18.
11.
Okay, Torment is first.
Torment.
Yeah, Torment. Oh boy.
Gotta fix this.
Versus
And I'm a gimp right now, son. Get you. It's my shield.
No, you only have one attack. It's fireball.
It says torment.
On the stream, I like it.
spammer.
Fireballs, man.
You have a filter, you can put horns on it. You have a filter, you can put horns on it.
Oh,
I don't. That would be cool.
TikTok, Torment. Come
Sorry. I'm just going to look at him and go, you have no idea what you're dealing with. And 4th level lightning bolt.
Oh.
Make it
Start
dex
out
save.
big.
Shocker.
What's the save DC?
Dex save of 17.
20.
Ooh.
Nice.
And
okay.
if it's half damage, I take none.
Really? Okay, so you just stand there, apparently.
The first. So you see this crackle of this. You see it from his horn, just ripple down his shoulders and whoosh, and you just put your shield of helmet. It just absorbs it. You feel your body shake against it. Your turn.
Yes. Now my blinding radiant sword is about to do some serious damage. But first, because it's got Bane on it, let's see if this hits you. Does a 21 hit?
What's your AC?
Yeah, I mean, even with shield, it'd be 18. But I'd cast it anyway, instinctively.
Okay, so it hits you. So make a charisma save.
The one thing I'm good at, so let's see.
16.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is so heated!
What'd you get?
Nope.
Okay, so next round you have to attack. You have to roll a d4 and you take that off your attack roll.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the negative. It's like
Now because I'm
bad.
doing
Take away.
because I'm doing the smite.
How much damage?
And that is going to be 2d6. Before the spell ends, it gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which becomes visible, and if invisible, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I got. So that's one we do. And we'll take 9 radiant damage, and then the actual damage. You'll take 12.
So 9 plus 12.
Plus 2. Yeah, no, 12. 12. So 9 radiance, 12 normal.
Okay.
And
So-
now my second attack.
Ooh.
A 27 hit.
Go ahead.
It's a 9 radiance. And 9 regular.
That's another
30 damage
18.
total.
30 damage total.
So as you rebound from
No,
this
that's
lightning
40,
bolt shot,
isn't it?
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
shrug it off and you clamber forward in your armor. You swipe twice across his chest in an X pattern. Tyrael, what is your total health?
Well, it's about half now. I
So
went from 96.
From this X pattern you sliced open, you see this black smoke emerge.
Ooh.
And comes out and it starts to take the form of Tyrael, but just a more evil version of him.
A more evil.
So I'm gonna shout, is this the essence stuff you're talking about?
Tiefling profile.
Is this good?
Wayne just nods at you.
Okay.
Is this good?
So
Nope,
you
that's
see
sad.
like the shadow form come up in front of his face and its eyes gleaming red and just kind of reside there. It looks to make a religion check or arcana check, whatever's higher.
Okay, religion. I'll take a 14.
14?
Let's roll guidance on that. And that would be 18.
Okay. You recognize this as Torment, the entity that's been terrorizing your friend Tyrael. And somewhere in your pack or near your hip, wherever it is, a hilt begins to burn.
So it's on my side. I'm keeping it there.
Oh, that
Starts
evil
to burn.
hilt.
So
I think I remember
I'm gonna
this.
pay attention.
Not your turn.
Right.
Tyrael.
Okay. So, I'm going to make reaction with Hellish Rebuke. But I'm gonna crank it to 5.
Heyo.
So reaction with Hellish Rebuke.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is still on your turn.
You have to make a dex save.
Yep, it's another deck save.
17,
So,
I'm assuming?
yep, 17. Or else I'll take 5d10.
Yeah.
I did not get it.
Okay.
5d10.
Yeah.
All right.
Hellish Rebuke is awesome.
It's mean stuff.
Oh my
Combo
gosh.
break.
No, I might get half of that though.
Yeah. Half damage of save. It is one of those.
But I think
So-
it's because of my shield ability.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna roll this 5 times. I can't see the others.
Yeah, just add it up.
5, 10,
Oh wait,
14, 15.
I forgot that I can use my AC to my dex saving throw.
Keep
So I
adding.
had 12 plus to my dex AC. 33 to save.
What?
Because that's my shield master. Hold on. Let me read that.
That
It says
can't
it.
possibly be real.
If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC. So what is that? +2?
+2.
So 14.
Oh,
And what I
yeah,
need
so
16.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, like,
Yeah, that's
hell no,
crazy.
man.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm
Oh my
getting
God.
crushed, but
Oh my God, that's
damn.
crazy.
Yeah, DM just comes from the cloud and says,
Hold
"Hell
a
no."
minute. Right. So what do you got for damage?
You rolled really bad.
Yeah, I got like 16 damage on you.
Did you roll it
Okay.
enough times?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
You rolled 2 1s.
Oh.
So what's
yeah.
And a couple
how's
of
your view?
fives.
Is it a certain color or is it what is it?
Just black flame.
Black flame. So you see black flame curl under your armor, see your skin shoot out from your underneath your chin, and then you see smoke a little bit.
Yes.
It is still Tyro's turn because that was his reaction.
Okay, so that was my first level 5. So unfortunately, torment is torment. So
Here it comes.
Everybody. Everybody.
And also I'd like to point out that I also get resistance from spells.
So
From
spells.
my aura of warding.
Half.
So I take half of that 16.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
I-
So I
resistance
got
would
8.
be.
Heal. Buddy, I was built for this.
Yeah.
He's our
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah,
It's designed to deal with.
I mean, what do you
Oh,
expect,
monsters.
man?
well, I mean, not to get owned.
deck save.
Counterspell.
Next save.
Right,
Oh,
okay,
need a
so
counterspell this?
is it a
That's what he
fireball?
just said. I'm just
It is a
conveying-
fireball, so I have to
conveying
roll these
Everyone,
again.
everyone on Anola's side make a deck save.
+4. +4.
You
If
don't
you're
want to
near me.
intervene, do you?
Counterspell?
You gonna intervene?
Are you
Should-
going to
am I
intervene?
supposed
No,
to
no,
not?
no, you're
You
not
said I'll make
supposed
them.
to.
Okay.
Everybody. So if you're in my corner, you get +4.
Everybody in the
That's me.
whole room
No.
making this?
No, just everyone on.
On that side.
On Nola's
We're
side.
on the other side.
28.
Oh, we're safe.
Okay,
Okay.
you're good.
I'm on their side.
23.
Put it out
Side.
now.
You good?
Am I in there? Oh, I don't know what side.
I put you in the middle.
I'm in the
that's why I
middle.
said-
I'll roll it. I got advantage.
And you get +4.
Alvin, did you roll for the fireball?
Yeah, I got an 8.
An 8. Okay, Alvin got an 8.
Okay.
Alvin, did you add my 4?
It doesn't matter.
I
Behind it.
did.
I did.
Okay, buddy.
Ow.
Okay, buddy.
Ow.
But everybody in my circle has resistance from magic, from aura of
So you
warding.
take half damage.
That's
I
an
take half
aura,
that.
dude. I'm a paladin. Look.
I call hacks just for the future round.
Okay, so what's the damage?
So it'd be 19 plus 18. So 37. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 37, excuse me.
So half of that is 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then half of that.
If you succeeded
If you-
the throw, you take
If you
half
succeed,
of
you
that.
take half of the 38.
okay,
And then because you're in my aura of warding, you take half
then
of that.
9. So people who are in the aura who have failed the dex or who see the dex save take 9. You don't take any, right?
Right.
Alvin, you take 18 damage.
That's right.
18?
rolled higher?
Okay.
I got a 23.
You did, you rolled
but
high.
then because if I save, then
So-
I don't get.
Torment cackles, and you see like this ghostly, smoky form. You just hurl forth a fireball from the center of Tyrell's chest, launch out, and everyone on the other side just dodges out of the way or hides behind somebody, just enough, except for Alvin.
Except for Alvin.
Yeah, he's like, ah! Ah! And he put himself up. Okay. All right. You can move, or
Would that be an attack of opportunity?
well, you're not.
No.
You're not. Well,
You're
'Cause I hit him.
across the room.
No, I hit him
Oh yeah.
twice.
that's right. Well, if you move away, it's attack opportunity. Or you could, what you could do, you can move around him to get a different position if you want. You can switch sides.
I mean, technically, a spell attack counts as an attack, and you can't take an unarmed, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You have to take an attack action.
Yeah,
attack
it's a
action.
physical attack.
No, yeah, I'll just stand there, I guess.
Okay, you stand there, you're like bobbing around. Okay, good. Anolo.
Yes. So, I'd like to do ensnaring strike. So let's just see if this did. Oh yeah, did you didn't add a or minus your d4s on any of those attacks?
Is it on the?
Yeah, well,
Is it on the?
I missed it.
I mean,
missed it.
I'll roll it now.
Nah, no. We went through it. It's no big deal.
Just
Ready?
save it for next
It's a
time.
fireball.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. That doesn't. That's a critical fail.
Oh,
Oh no.
that was
So
a
I'm done.
1? An actual
Yes.
1?
Actual 1.
Okay. Roll a d6.
That'd be a 6, Mr. Powers.
Okay. So as you kind of swing around, and first one
It's a
misses,
small
you get really
consolation.
upset, you come up for this uppercut kind of strike, you're going to lose your grip, and ting! Your sword sticks right in the ceiling.
I'm gonna go for the hilt.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I'm going for the hilt, the evil burning one now.
Okay.
Evil blade. You're grabbing it.
I got nothing else, and this is an evil dude. We're gonna figure that piece out after.
Okay.
Well, you still got to do the damage from the
Now
first
they're
hit,
both
yeah?
cursed.
You
No, I
didn't
didn't
You
hit.
didn't hit.
Yeah, he didn't hit. He
Oh.
just
This
threw a sword.
double-
Tyrion
Yeah.
kind of bobbed out of the way.
So I'm going to punch him.
Okay.
I'm going to hit.
Nice.
I'm going to hit once, so I have to actually roll to hit anyway.
You do.
This is the one you have to apply the d4 to subtract.
Oh my god! I could
Yes.
probably do negative damage. I'll give him health for God's sake. 19 probably doesn't do it.
Minus the d4?
Damn.
You need a 21 to hit him.
Oh my god.
Punch
It's like
him, my brother.
impossible unless it gets like
You,
a
have
20.
you still do have inspiration.
I want you to-
No, right, but I
Good
mean,
roll
I
tonight.
don't think Torment would have it. Tyrion would have it.
No, Torment would have it. It's attached to your body.
Yep.
To yourself, your person. Sorry. Let's get you fair.
Might as well
It's
use
okay.
it.
All right. Well, let's say that first one missed. I'll try to do this other one. This bonus.
Minus
attack.
D4
Did that? How long does that last?
for his next attack.
Nope.
So,
Okay, they both miss.
Oh man, we're
You know,
gonna
he's
have to watch these guys
basically
miss
applied
for the
it by
next 10
missing
minutes.
naturally. Basically lowered it even more. Unless it's your next successful attack.
Okay, so you come in for a punch and bang, it rounds off the shield. You come in for another one. It he just ducks out of the way a little bit. Your turn.
So I'm wielding this hilt,
Okay.
and I guess I'm just gonna. I mean, there's no blade attached to it.
As soon as you pull it out and you brandish it, it starts to glow with this kind of angry yellow energy, and it ignites in your hand.
Oh, sugar.
And as you're holding it, you're like, and you realize it's got this kind of vacuum effect, and it sort of starts to suck the soul of torment out of Tyrael
Ooh.
towards it. I make a make a wisdom check.
Bloody hell, that's not gonna do it. 11.
11. So as you pull it out, this figure of torment, all this smoke explodes forth from the slash in his chest, and it gets absorbed in the blade of the hilt, and it ignites in this purple yellow kind of radiant
Torment got
necromantic
turned into a sword!
and the blade speaks to you.
Oh.
Hi,
What's up?
I'm a soul ripper. We're gonna kill people.
We're gonna kill evil.
We don't hear that, right?
No.
You just hear him laughing?
Yeah.
Just giggling to himself.
So then I kind of like I look over at Wayne. I mean, is that it? Do I gotta keep slaying this guy?
She looks at you as, I guess not.
Oh man, I do some sweet like move, man, and like jam it in the ground and just be like, and
As
just,
you put it in the ground, there are cracks that spiral out through the floor.
oh, snazzy schnaz.
You break it, you brought. You're gonna have to pay for that.
I know.
That was
Hell,
the day
it's
Noel
only do
became
all
an
things for good.
anti-paladin.
You feel this kind of energy. Everyone in the room feels this now.
And now I'm gonna kind of give an intimidating stare to make sure that torment is out of him.
Tiroka's collapsed to his knees.
I run over to him to heal him.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What are you doing?
I'll take a healing potion.
Okay,
Give him a hug.
I can go touch him.
No.
Can I? Yeah, I can.
You can go.
I'm gonna go. I just slammed it in the ground and I walk over because I see you trying to do something medically. And I'm like, buddy.
I have healing spells.
Oh, you can do it.
Well then, let's do it.
All right.
He can do it. Okay, we'll use his. Did I kill him?
Somebody in our team has healing spells.
It's kind of my thing.
What the hell?
Did I kill him, right?
I don't think so.
It's gonna be alright.
It is weird to have his cleric side and I just have
7 hit
next
points
to me.
back, buddy.
Got 7 hit points.
Seven back.
How much were you down?
64.
How much are you down?
I went from 96 to 57 in one swing.
Two swings.
GG no re,
Okay,
as I
so
believe the
as
phrase.
Andrew goes over to heal him. What spell did you use?
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay, you put your hands on him. This white light starts to give you some extra energy to it. You look up and you kind of come back to your senses. The fog has rescinded from your vision. You're not the same color you were.
No.
You're now more whiter. You're more pale, and now your horns are kind of sparkling blue cobalt, and the energy crackles between them.
Did I seriously go Gandalf the White from this?
Yeah.
Dude, buddy, are you alright?
Snow's got some tough competition.
Torment's gone.
Buddy.
Where'd he go?
And that sweet sword back there, buddy. Look at it. It made everything crack. I mean, but he could. Right.
I mean,
that's right.
I'm gonna.
You know, I know this is really bad, but I want to pick it up.
No!
Oh, no, let's not do that.
No. Everybody stop.
No, I don't. Okay, so no. Seriously, meta for a second. Whatever did that just grabbed it and held on, and it's still held on.
He's absorbed into the sword hilt.
Because of my holy
So
awesomeness.
I want to see what happens if I just touch it.
No.
We understand how much you are loving that idea. That can't happen.
We're not.
I just nearly killed
Heck
you in
no.
one hit, dude. I don't want to do that again.
I will punch you.
I don't want to
Not
do that
you,
again.
but I will
We are
punch
not.
you.
This sword is going to the bottom of
In
the
fact,
ocean.
I'm taking
Like-
that sword and I am sheathing it now.
You have a sheath for it?
I have a very nice 2 sheaths. Actually, I gave one away. I have a very nice forest sheath that is all in gilded. Remember that?
We should.
Yeah.
So not only did you whoop my ass, but you got my soul as a powerful weapon.
Get your soul.
It's like,
I got a new
what?
dude. His name is Soul Ripper. And that's in character. I mean, it calls itself Soul Ripper. I kind of think it's like Greg. He's funny. He says we're gonna do all kinds of fun.
I don't think it's like Greg.
How do you know? You didn't talk to him. Oh, I did. Well,
He's got you there, mate.
Ned's gonna get mold earth and just fix the cracks in the ground.
Okay.
Best she can.
You don't want to like store that somewhere where it can't do horrible evil things.
I don't know. I kind of feel a connection to it.
They're bonding.
It talked to me, and I like talking to it.
Can we just recap here for a second?
And thus Enola starts his path down the way of the anti-power.
Don't you talk to me about that. I am going to remain a very righteous one.
No. Look, this is the second time one of our number has been infected.
And how many-
rest Mordo's soul.
How many times have one of us vanquished it?
Both times.
Both times. But contained it?
Third time's the charm. You might get lucky this time. Why would you want to keep that?
Because I accepted it.
No.
Oh shoot! What's the unicorn lady's
What's
name?
that mean?
Wayne.
Wayne. I'm gonna say
Unaccepted.
Marvin,
The
and I'm
guy
like, that's very
who
wrong.
keeps horrible, evil magic items would just like to say, I understand, but like...
Don't make me roll insight on you.
He took off the robes.
That's true.
I want to check with Wayne and see
We
what.
had a meeting of horrible magic items people want to touch anonymous.
Horrible magic items people want to touch anonymous. Yeah. What should we do with this spirit sword thing? Like I don't. That was a hilt that we found in
It was
the
an
bubbles.
evil dude, yeah.
It was
Oh,
the
it
bubbles.
was in the bubbles.
It was one of the
In
bubbles.
the mushrooms.
The druid bubble. We found a war drum. We found this sword that I can also talk to, but it's not evil. It's cool. It's one of our friends. And now we've got.
But we don't
The
know this
hilt.
sword's evil.
Well, yeah. Well, we know that the thing that's inhabiting it is definitely evil because it was torment.
Sniff it.
So
What is the sword?
what do we do with this? Oh yeah, what is
Yeah, no,
what?
what's the
I'm asking Wayne.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I want to. What Wayne?
Oh, wait, you're asking Wayne now.
Yeah, I am asking Wayne. Like, what do we do with this spirit in a sword hilt, and how does it even work?
She looks at it. Saunters over. Smells. That is an evil weapon. There's only one smell like that, and that is the artifact Soul Ripper.
I'm sorry, did you say Soul Ripper? I mean, I did tell all of you, it called itself Soul Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What does
it's
that
Soul
mean?
Ripper.
There are only two things that can come from this. One, you conquer the spirit within. Or two, you succumb to it and become a blackbird.
I feel pretty lucky in conquering it, though. I mean, I did once. I did. Pretty devastatingly.
This is a weapon made by Demogorgon himself.
Ooh.
Demogorgon.
He's bad. Very bad.
What does conquering it entail?
It doesn't matter. You're not keeping it. Listen,
Well, I mean, like, if we could do this, we could do this.
we got that out of him, so I can count on
an
him.
appropriate question. What is conquering it gonna do?
That will be revealed. I don't know.
Ooh.
I would like to conquer it.
You will have to either find someone who has more knowledge in this matter than I do, or work with a sword.
Why don't we put it somewhere far away for a little while until we figure that out?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think I'd like to test it out.
Anolo seems very stubborn. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I don't really ask for a lot. And I mean,
Is this true?
I did get a devil sword the last time I did get anything. I think I just want to test it.
No,
Just a little.
listen to me. Why did we need it out of him other than to help him out?
Well, that's right. I mean, what if I get it and I help it out and I make
What?
a soul?
Answer my question.
That's right.
I'm going to go face Esmeralda soon.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure all my friends were going to be my friends in that confrontation.
You hear the word battle. Yeah, let's do it.
What did you just say?
Oh.
Battle, let's do it.
Oh, you hear?
Souls.
Maybe it's just a happy little accident. You know?
If I can't count on you, how am I going to go and face Esmeralda with any kind of confidence?
Listen, and to all of you, and I sincerely appreciate all of your concern. Let me ask you this. Were you confident in me stepping in front of Tyrael to vanquish that? Were you confident in me versus that?
Yeah.
So, I beat it.
Yeah,
And I'm asking for you to be confident in me again in this sword.
But now it's a sword.
Yes.
It's not Tyrael. You can't punch a sword.
The sword doesn't kill, it's the bearer who kills. It's not like it is going to be doing any damage.
This is
Other than what I swing it at. Perhaps I can change it.
Aw.
Yeah,
That's
I
such
like
an
to think-
noble thought.
I like to think that I could. Friend. I mean, I respect you one whole basket out of another.
I mean, he's saying things that, seem to make a lot of sense. If I was making that argument, I mean, I could see myself.
Well, why don't we table that
Really
this
seriously.
whole thing for
Just
just
hold
right
it.
now,
I mean,
since
we'll
there's
hold it for
so
now.
much else going on.
We do have Tyrion.
Because, we have Tyrael back now. He's a little bit weird, still, like, recovering from being all beat up. But we've got a whole bunch more stuff to deal with right here with Wayne. And so maybe we should do that before we discuss the sword thing more.
I should
While we
be a
think
bit
about it.
remiss in saying, and yes, we should absolutely, maybe our first question is to ask Wayne, I can't deny him the ability to touch this sword if he wanted to, if I'm going to be so adamant in keeping it. Wayne, is it appropriate for him to touch this sword or no?
Mom!
Is it okay if he touches it? If not, I won't let him.
It's not my decision to make.
man.
Would
you're
it go back? His
super
soul go
vague.
back in? His soul won't go back in though. Is the separation complete? Final?
It seems unlikely.
I don't know.
Can I promise to let you hold it in a time?
I mean, I don't know. Like, this is all kind of... I definitely did not expect this happening tonight, so this is all... I'm still taking it in myself.
No, I'm a little bit taken back myself. Okay, we'll table it. We got other questions for Wayne and some bad stuff, so... Sorry about your floor, Wayne. Wait, Ned fixed it though.
Supposed to get.
Ned's like scurrying around.
Can you get my sword that's stuck up there?
Yeah, just give me a little toss.
No, you can walk,
reach.
can't you?
Making
Up the walls.
So,
That would be barbaric. Throw it.
as she motions for her table to get put back in the center, and so it gets put back, she spreads down the map, and you see Cliffnall divided into 6 districts. Each kind of wedge-shaped, kind of like a pie. And on the outskirts there is, I guess, the regular settlements, or the shantytown that is the outside of the Cliffnall proper. She says, in 2 days, we strike. And I would very much like your assistance. But I understand if you cannot commit to that.
Strike what?
Where?
She points to the center, and in the center it's labeled the Crystal District. This is where King Vargas resides. And there's enough people in this town to have an insurrection, the likes you have never seen. And I am ready to wade into battle with my people, the people of Cliffnall, against the king and his anti-mage army.
Oh, what's his name? What's the spider? Severin. Did Severin know of these plans? Or anybody else like in that? Were they privy to these plans?
She pauses. She goes, why?
Because we know for a fact he was playing a double spy,
Double agent.
kind of double agent, and so there's a high chance that the guardsmen could all be alerted already about this attack.
We're walking into a trap.
I mean, he spilled the beans on everything. He's weak.
We can make it happen some more, right? You got that cool circle.
Okay.
She says, yes, this was in part with him.
Mm-hmm.
Ned's just nodding very knowingly, like, yeah, uh-huh.
She slowly walks over back to Severin. She looks at you guys. Last chance. Does he live?
Don't you want to know what he has to say?
He has crossed me. Right now, cross me again. I do not give these chances. Either he lives or he dies. Decide now.
Well, I would like to say we would like to know what his plans moving forward are so we don't look like we're caught with our pants down.
It's nice having pants.
And I like them too. But speaking of which,
think we should
your
target
plan is to go in to strike it at the center. If he knew the plan is working as a double agent, your plan is already moot. We need to figure out what his plan is to double cross you so that we can double cross him.
Ned's like pumping her arms. She's so excited.
And I was like, I learned something from Ned. She's
Okay.
so cool.
She summons the axe.
Cast the circle thing.
She goes over to Severin and she lifts up his head with a blade. She looks at him and she goes, you live till dawn. And that's where we're going to stop.
Yes, I can do.
Wow, he's got a sword that talks to you. I've got a sword that talks to me.
Guys,
We're
I'm
gonna bond.
really on that redemption side of it, though.
Tyrael got a makeover.
Yeah.
They said 2 things can happen, and of course I'm gonna go for it.
Extreme makeover.
Yeah.
Online edition.
Another title for the episode. Oh man, that was awesome.
Kobold.
So much
I was gonna say,
happened actually.
Straight up a kobold eye for the Goliath guy. We're gonna end the stream then.
What's the voice that your sword is?
The voice that my sword is Roland.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've given you guys so many things.
I know.
So many talking items.
What have I done to myself?
I think you gave that to me right now.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Steve.
Steve.
Have a good night.